Ready for another story with me, Miss Booksy? Me too. Today's story is The Little Mermaid. Once upon a time, there was a little mermaid. Whoa, cool! I'm part fish. I so want to race my little brother right now in the pool, but okay, back to the story. Let's explore the sea just for a sec. This is so cool, right? One thing I liked doing was swimming to the surface of the water to check out passing boats. One day, I saw the most awesomest ship ever. On it, there was a dashing prince. Not dashing like fast, but dashing like very cute. He was doing this cool thing. My sister said it was called dancing, something you could only do with your feet. I decided I needed to meet that prince, and I had to learn how to dance. And I needed feet, so I did what any mermaid interested in dancing on land would do. I went to the sea witch.
Storytime, storytime. Miss Booksy's gonna meet you inside her magic books. Cinderella's dressed in blue, Goldilocks and spinning clock. Wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap.
So, you're saying you want land legs, huh? Well, I can get you some of those scrawny little people legs if you want. It'll cost you 50 pieces of pirate gold, 50 pearls, and your voice.
Oh, I think I forgot to tell you that I loved to sing, and everyone said I had a pretty beautiful voice. It sounded like this. Anyway, I really wanted to dance and on land with the handsome prince, so I took the deal.
Thanks for the voice.
I swam to shore, and when I hit the sand, I had 2 super cool new legs and a skirt. Phew, I'd be dancing with the prince in no time. Whoa! Uh-oh, I might need some practice. And that's the end of part 1. I got lucky. The royal family thought I had fallen off a boat of passing pirates or something, and they took me in. They fed me and gave me dresses and tried to get me to talk. It was no use. The sea witch had taken my voice. All I could do was cough, smile, and give thumbs up. The king even sent his best mime to help me. I learned to walk though, and run, and skip. And yes, kids, I learned to dance. And I loved it. And get this, there was gonna be a big party at the castle. Dancing was the way I was gonna wow the prince. So I practiced, and practiced, and practiced, and practiced, and practiced, and practiced, and practiced. And then the big night came. Everyone else was having a great time. They were all talking and laughing. I wanted to do that. Then the disco ball began to spin. The music started to play a dance song, and I started grooving. Before I knew it, there was a crowd around me, and people were chanting, "Go, go, go, go! I was the dancing queen!" I did the robot. I did the moonwalk. I did the funky monkey. I did the cabbage patch. I don't know what this one was, but they loved it. I did the thriller. Then the most magical thing in the world happened. The prince asked me to dance. We danced all night, and I wanted to tell him what a good time I was having and how much I liked dancing with him and how cute he was when he did the funky monkey, but I couldn't. He thought I was just shy, I guess. And then he did a very princely thing. He bowed and kissed my hand. And woo, shebang! I was so stoked by how sweet he was that I said, wow! Guys, I actually said, wow! And then I thought, wow, I just talked! My voice was back! So then the prince said,
Hi.
and then I said, hey. And that's how the sea witch's spell was broken. We talked and danced the rest of the evening, and that's how the prince and I fell in love. It was probably this move that sealed the deal. And I'm glad to report we lived happily ever after. The end. And that's the end of The Little Mermaid. Hi kids, we're reading The Princess and the Pea again. This time, tell me in the comments if you can find all the peas. Once upon a time, there was a prince named Henry, but everyone called him Hank. Prince Hank was going to be king one day, but first he had to get married.
Why do I have to get married?
And you have to marry a princess. No substitutes allowed.
That was Prince Hank's mother, the Queen. It was time for princess interviews. This was where princesses from near and far would come to the palace and meet the prince, hoping to become the next queen.
Hey,
Hi.
you didn't curtsy. Next.
Make sure you curtsy.
Nope. Next. Oh, hello, princess. And what kingdom do you hail from?
Oh, I'm not a princess. I work here, remember? Prince Hank did not remember. This was Miss Maggie, who had come to the palace to work for the Queen. She had been there for ages, but Prince Hank was a little bit self-absorbed. That means he liked himself a lot and didn't care about or notice much else.
You work here? What does that mean?
Prince Hank was also not very familiar with work. He was a bit what we would call spoiled rotten. I'm a lady in waiting to the Queen.
Waiting? What are you waiting for? The bus?
Lady in waiting means I wait on or serve the Queen, kind of like an assistant.
So you're not actually waiting for anything?
No,
And you're not here to try and marry me?
definitely not. The Queen sent me to see if you needed anything.
I suppose you could help me if any of these bootleg princesses try to get fresh.
Very well.
Next. Nope. Next.
This went on for hours.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
I have the answer. Next. Oh, brother. No.
As soon as a princess would enter the room, Prince Hank would send them away. Why don't you just talk to any of these princesses? You know, try to get to know them. They might be great. You're being, I hate to say it, a little bit rude, dude.
Look, Baggy,
Maggie.
whatever. I can't waste my time with girls who aren't queen material. The next queen has to be the real deal. Genuine, bona fide, 100% ROYULL. That spells royal.
No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it does. Anyway, these so-called princesses are totally blech, and I'm bored, so I'm gonna go take a nap.
Wait, I think there's one more girl.
Ugh, fine. Next. Oh, hello. You look familiar. You remind me of someone I like.
Prince Hank liked this princess immediately and invited her to stay at the castle. He was smitten, but soon it was clear they actually had a lot in common. She was very picky.
Ew, next.
She was very into herself. And she was not very polite.
Somebody smells like cheese.
Not me, I smell good. After dinner, everyone went down to the parlor for the evening's entertainment. In an effort to impress the princess, Prince Hank sang a song.
I live in a castle, I wear a crown. It's so shiny, it's so awesome. Your turn, princess. Play us a song.
Yeah, true love is great, and love is stuff. Then I met my prince.
La 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 la. Wait, no, you need to go higher.
Now it's like this.
La 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 la.
Okay, I'm bored now. Where's my bed?
That's when the queen leaned over to Maggie and whispered,
This is how we'll tell if she's a real princess.
the plan was to place one tiny green pea under the mattress in the guest bedroom. You see, supposedly a real princess would be so sensitive, she would feel the teeny tiny lump and not be able to sleep a wink. Maggie thought it was a little silly, but she followed the queen's orders. Okay, your bed's ready, princess.
Finally, I'm exhausted.
Well, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Ew, gross.
Oh, sorry, it's just an expression. Good night. The next morning, Maggie and the queen eagerly waited for the princess to join them for breakfast. Did their test work? Had she felt the pea? Finally, the princess came down. Good morning, princess. But before they could ask how she slept, the princess said,
Oh my gosh, there was a giant lump in the middle of my mattress. I couldn't sleep at all.
Oh, really? Well, we'll have that taken care of at once. Maggie!
On it, ma'am. So Maggie lugged a new mattress all the way up the stairs and plopped it on the bed. Surely she won't feel the pee under two mattresses. But the next morning played out the same.
I couldn't sleep a wink. I could still feel this gigantic pokey lump.
So Maggie pulled another mattress up the stairs and put it on the bed. Okay, maybe she could feel the pee with two mattresses, but good luck feeling it with three. But you guessed it, the princess once again came down to breakfast, rubbing her eyes and yawning. And once again, Maggie was struggling to get yet another mattress up to the guest room and on top of a now very high bed. And this happened again and again and again and again. Finally, Maggie asked the queen, Your Highness, isn't it obvious that the princess is a real princess? She felt the pee every single night, no matter how many mattresses I put on her bed.
This is a very serious thing, Maggie. Do you know how many fake princesses there are out there?
No?
It's a real problem.
Whatever you say, Your Highness. Oh, here she comes. Let me guess. You didn't sleep a wink? How many does it take? A million? A million mattresses? I'll be dragging around mattresses until I'm an old lady.
Hey, Maggie.
Prince James! Prince James was Hank's twin brother. He was born 4 minutes after Hank, and being the younger twin, he would never be king, but he didn't mind. He was totally cool with just being a regular guy. Well, he was still a prince, but he was very laid back. Pretty much the opposite of Hank. Maggie and James had known each other for quite some time and liked each other a lot. They liked to do not-so-royal things together, like fill up the palace pool with slime, eat ice cream sundaes till their tummies hurt, and sneak into the kitchen to mess with the royal chef's menu. Goose liver pate? No thanks.
Let's just change it to pizza. Extra cheese.
Ooh, add pineapple. Yep, they were partners in crime.
Oh, what you up to?
The Princess Pea test.
The what?
Prince Hank can only marry a true royal, and the queen wanted me to make sure that this girl's a real princess, so I put a pea under her mattress.
Oh, yeah, I still don't get it.
Well, apparently princesses have a super high sensitivity and can feel something as small as a tiny pea under their mattress. And sure enough, this princess has felt it every single night for like 2 whole weeks. So I just keep stacking mattresses, but she keeps complaining about the pea.
Maybe she just likes to complain?
That's a possibility.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's take the pea out and see if she still says her mattress is lumpy.
Ooh, scandalous. Let's do it. You almost got it. Just a little more. Okay, I see it.
Get it! Wow, I can't believe you lugged all those mattresses up there.
I'm pretty strong. So, what now?
We wait and see how the princess sleeps.
It seemed like forever until the princess's bedtime.
I win.
No way, I always win. Mother always lets me win. You're playing the game wrong.
Well, my mother always lets me win, so you're playing it wrong.
Want to play again?
No, I'm gonna go to bed. Gee, I really hope I can sleep tonight. That bed is so lumpy. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Good night, my love.
Here comes the moment of truth. The next morning, Prince James and Maggie waited for the princess, eagerly awaiting her report. Here she comes. But instead of appearing well rested, the princess looked like she hadn't slept at all. The pea was gone, but the princess said,
OMG, I literally tossed and turned all night long.
"Really?"
Yeah, it's like there's this lump right in the middle of the bed. I'm very sensitive to these things, you know, being a princess and all.
Let's see how many peas there were. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hi kids, welcome to Storytime at Cool School with me, Miss Booksy. Today we're reading The Princess and the Pea. Chapter 3, here we go. Wiggle, snap, storytime. Maggie and James were totally confused. I don't get it. We removed the pea, but she says she still felt the lump. She must be making it up, but why would she randomly lie about something like that?
I got it. She knows about the princess and the pea test.
So she's faking it to seem like a real princess.
Yeah, at least I think so.
So if she's not a princess, who is she?
I don't know, but we have to find out.
How can we do that?
We spy.
Oh. Ooh, this is so exciting. James and Maggie both loved a good caper. They excitedly prepared for their super secret spy mission. Okay, do we have everything we need? Let's check. Binoculars?
Check. Walkie-talkies?
Check. Night vision goggles?
Check. Grappling hook?
Check. Candy in case we get hungry.
Ooh, good thinking.
All right, let's go spy on the princess.
First rule of spy missions is that you don't yell that you're going on a spy mission.
Right, got it. Let's go. There she is. What now?
Now we just wait for her to reveal her true self.
What do you think is gonna happen next? But the princess wasn't up to anything unusual. She did her nails, she read a magazine, she brushed her hair, she washed her face. You know, totally normal stuff. Wait, what?
Huh?
What? No, that can't be. Ah, she's coming this way.
So she's a witch.
Major plot twist. But why the princess act? We have to get to the bottom of this. Maggie and James didn't have flying broomsticks, so they couldn't follow the princess, witch, wherever she was going. So they just had to wait, and wait, and wait, and wait. The witch finally came back just before dawn. Oh no, I hope they'll be okay. James and Maggie watched as she emptied out a small bag.
What's all that stuff?
Wait, shh, listen.
Okay, the recipe calls for the eye of a rattlesnake, the whiskers of a catfish, 3 mouse tails, 1 ounce of kangaroo sweat. Ew.
She's casting a spell.
And a lock of stallion hair. Now just stir and voila, the magic potion is ready to serve.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good. So that's why Hank likes her so much. She's been feeding him love potions.
Not on my watch. Let's go stop her.
James and Maggie ran to breakfast to thwart whatever wicked plan the witch had cooked up. Okay, so what's our plan?
Okay, when she gets down here,
Good morning, princess, my love.
Ah! She's here! What do we do?
wash her face.
Hey, what the heck are you doing?
James, stop washing my girlfriend.
She's a witch! She's got green under there, and she has a pointy hat, and she flies around on a broomstick, and she cooked up a love potion to make you love her. She's not a real princess at all. She totally pretended to feel the pee under her mattress, but it was all a ruse. She's a witch, I tell ya! The witch? Oh no.
Are you done?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, good.
Apologize to the princess at once.
Didn't you hear what I just said?
Your girlfriend's a witch.
It's no use, guys. He can't hear anything bad about me. He's in love. Can't you see?
The spell is too powerful!
That's right. And now you'll love me too.
Now we're going to, I forget what I was gonna say.
Oh, really?
Oh, hi, Princess. You look so beautiful this morning.
Ah, why thank you, James.
James, you're under her spell. Can't you see?
You're a pretty princess.
Ah! What do I do now? How are they ever gonna get out of this one? Chapter 4, here we go. This is terrible. Both princes are under the spell of the witch. Wait, why am I not under the spell? I breathed in the love potion too.
Relax, it only works on princes. It's a very specific spell.
Oh, but why? What are you trying to do?
Well, I was trying to marry Prince Hank, but now I guess I have my choice, don't I? Maybe I'll marry Prince James.
No!
No? Does someone have a crush? Prince James and... What's your name again?
Maggie.
Maggie, sitting in a tree. Kissing.
Shush!
First comes love, then comes marriage. Oh, wait, not if I marry him.
I can't hear you. La 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 la. Wow, that is so mean. Okay, I have to figure out how to defeat the witch and break the spell. All right, how do you destroy witches? Water! Yeah, I'll just dump a bucket of water on her like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz.
That won't work. And if you mess up my makeup, I will conjure up a curse. So bad.
A curse? Oh no! Okay, fine. Think, Maggie. Oh, Dorothy also crushed a witch with her house.
That's your plan? You're gonna smush me with a house?
Yeah, I guess not. Ooh, Hansel and Gretel pushed their witch into an oven.
No thanks. Face it, Maggie. Whatever. Face it, Maggie. I'm going to marry the prince, and you can't stop me.
Why do you even want to marry the prince anyway? Aren't witches supposed to marry like wizards or ogres or something?
Seriously? What? You don't think witches grow up reading fairy tales too?
They do?
Yes. And all my life, deep down, I've known that I'm really supposed to be a princess. So when I heard there was a real prince looking for a princess, well, I put on my dress and I hightailed it over here.
Ooh, that makes sense. Don't you think it's a little messed up that you used the love potion on Hank?
I wanted him to like me.
Honestly, I think you guys have a lot in common. I think he'd like you anyways.
Really? You think so? Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I think James likes you too, by the way.
Really? I mean, yeah, I guess he's pretty cool.
I was only kidding when I said that I might marry him.
It doesn't matter. I'm not a princess. I don't know if you noticed, but I wear the same dress literally every single day. Well, except today. These are my spy clothes.
Wait, I just got a great idea. Let's do a princess makeover!
Fun! Aw, that's so sweet. Their princess makeover party was so much fun. The girls barely noticed that they were totally bonding. Could they really become friends? They sure looked like besties. Wow! Well, you do know this doesn't technically make me a princess, right?
Who cares? If you feel like a princess, you're a princess. End of story. Now let's go get Hank and James and go have some fun.
Princess, my love.
No, she's my love.
I think you have to break the spell first.
All right. Do you have any lizard's tails or grasshopper belly buttons?
Not on me. Well, that was weird.
I'll just try a chant. All right, let's see. This should work. Loveth spell Brachioso.
What happened?
I feel weird.
Hey, Maggie, cool dress.
This whole thing.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's go play mini golf and get some ice cream.
Great idea. OMG, I love it. So the four went out on a double date and had a blast. The princess witch was nervous to reveal her true identity to Prince Hank, but he thought it was pretty cool.
Ice creamiosa magicus flyeth into my mouthus.
That is amazing.
This is seriously so much cooler than being royalty.
It took a little convincing for the queen to come around, but she realized that having a royal family member with magical powers could come quite in handy. But most importantly, she saw how happy the princess witch and Hank were. The queen did have one question though.
So did you really feel zippy under all those mattresses?
Nah, I read about that in a fairy tale once, so I thought it was worth a shot.
The Queen also approved the match between James and Maggie. They were obviously perfect for each other. Yay! So the story ends with the happiest of fairy tale endings. Not just one true love, but two. And a couple of girls who grew up loving fairy tales became real princesses. Pretty cool. Oh, happily ever after. Supersized craft, you say?
So what exactly are we making, you might ask? We are making DIY
Rapunzel hair. Hola. Aloha. Konnichiwa. Buongiorno. Allo?
Yoo-hoo! Hello! I'm selling craft boxes. Do you want to buy one?
Craft boxes?
Yeah, they'll keep you entertained for hours.
That sounds awesome. Come on up.
Well, hi there. I'm Crafty Carolina. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Crafting Carolina. I'm Rapunzel.
That's nice. Do you live up here all by yourself?
Well, my mother, Dame Gothel, lives here too sometimes, but now that I'm old enough, I stay here alone a lot.
Oh, you really shouldn't give so much information to strangers, dear.
Dame Gothel spent so much time doing Rapunzel's hair that she got really good at it and eventually tried out pretty much every hairstyle there is. And Dame Gothel didn't dare cut Rapunzel's beautiful hair. So over the years, it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. By the time Rapunzel was a young lady, it was like world record length. Hey, Dame Gothel, you think I could enter a hair competition or something? I bet I could win a big prize.
You know very well that you can't leave the tower.
Right, there was that about Dame Gothel. She wouldn't let Rapunzel leave the tower, not even on a super nice sunny day. Maybe one day.
I heard that. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but one day I'll get out. She'll see.
Heard that too.
When you live all alone in a tower, there's no one there to tell you it's your bedtime. Awesome. But then again, there's no one there to tuck you in. Or sing you a nice lullaby. We're doing under the bed monster check.
Hi there, boys and girls! Look who it is!
It's me, Miss Booksy.
That's right. And we're doing a craft together.
We're really excited because we have already done a craft for this character before.
But this time we're gonna make it supersized.
Supersized craft, you say?
So what exactly are we making, you might ask? Oh, yeah, that's what they're asking. Yeah. We are making DIY
Rapunzel hair.
You know what, Miss Booksy, after we make our hair, we should probably go to like the mall or something.
Whip our braids around.
Yeah, whip our hair back and forth.
Yeah.
So, what do you need to make this craft? You need some yarn.
Our gorgeous flowing locks.
Yes, this is our hair. I got a new bun. She's got a top
Oh, look, I have a
too.
side bun. Oh, look, I have 2 buns.
Princess Leia! And I just got a beard.
Oh.
We were telling them what they need for the craft.
Sorry, kids. Got sidetracked.
Yeah, you're gonna need some yarn, lots of it, and we've got some flowers here, so we're gonna put some flowers in here.
Just like Rapunzel.
So Miss Booksy, we got our crafting supplies. What do you think we should do now?
I mean, we could just get crafting.
Ah, that's the best idea I ever heard. Let's get started. So we're gonna start with measuring out 1 piece of yarn. This is our starter piece, and we're gonna make it about 8 to 10 feet long. And then this right here, that's about a foot. We're eyeballing
Give or
it.
take.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
fine.
like
It's
whatever.
fine.
Okay.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think, yeah, let's stop there. Oh, you know what we need? We need scissors. Ah! Drew, grab us some scissors. So once we have our yarn all measured, we're gonna give a little snip. Boop. All right.
First strand of hair done.
Done. Oh, you know what I should mention? This is more of a child size that we're making today. If we wanted hair that touched the floor, we'd probably have to add some feet to it because we're a little bit.
We're a little taller than your average child.
Let's go ahead and let's just take this piece of yarn here.
Okay,
You hold the end,
got it.
and let's take another piece of yarn, an end of a yarn.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
This is like what happens when I eat spaghetti. Yeah, you take both ends.
Got
Just hold like
it.
that, and then you need to make the sound effects.
Beep, beep,
beep. It's because we're an assembly line. We're like a factory. Beep. So now we got 2.
We just need to do this like, I don't know, 60 more times.
Yeah, probably. All right, so you know what? This is gonna take forever. So we're gonna combine our powers. I'm gonna work on a strand. Miss Booksy's gonna work on a strand.
I sneezed, excuse me. I need to pat myself dry. I'm just sweating from all the work.
All right, so actually we got kind of a lot here right now. Almost enough. Almost, but not enough.
Yeah, we want a nice big braid so that it looks super magical. Crafty Carol, I'm stuck.
All right, I have a joke for you.
Okay.
What is a pirate's sweater made of?
I don't know. What is a pirate's sweater made of?
Yarn. Okay, I think we probably have enough. Let's join forces here.
Here we go. Let's line ours up there.
Wow! Check it out. So much Rapunzel hair. It feels strong enough to climb up a tower. Yeah.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. I'm coming. Oh.
So now I'm gonna take a piece of string, yarn, and I'm gonna tie it around right about sort of in the middle.
It looks very beautiful. I wonder what kind of shampoo she uses.
So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna braid. All right, so Miss Booksy, would you help me just separate this into 3 long chunks?
It's getting tangled. I need some spray and detangler.
Tangled? All right, let's get to braiding. I'll take this strand, one strand over the other.
Feels like we're braiding spaghetti. Oh my goodness, this braid is looking very braidalicious.
All right, I'm gonna stop braiding for just a second. I'm gonna measure this around Miss Booksy's melon. Ooh, that's perfect, Ah! All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. We have a little bit of yarn. Booksy, will you do me the yarners?
Absolutely yarnly. Tiny little knot.
So we're gonna just put this around your head, and I'm gonna tie it with another piece of yarn.
I feel like Rapunzel.
You are. So there we go. And how does that feel? It feels like it's gonna slip around or anything?
No.
All right.
Feels like the perfect fit.
So now we got our
hold it
head
super
loop. Let's divide this into 3 sections. Oh my gosh, it's getting a little tangled.
Oh, no.
Every time we say the word tangled, you guys have to
So now we're braiding the bottom portion.
Mhm.
Imagine your hair was actually this long and you had to brush out your hair every
my
day.
gosh.
Tell us in the comments if you have long hair and if you like getting your hair brushed or if you don't.
Okay, so we've got 3 big
Strands.
strands. And you know what? You don't have to make blonde. I know that Rapunzel is often blonde, but
Just copying the movie, but you can really do anything you want. You could do it to match your hair or just like your favorite color.
Miss Booksy, did you know that Drew Pendus has his own Rapunzel adventure?
Rapunzel everywhere.
Miss Booksy, you looked away for 1 second and I finished. Yeah, we're gonna let this part just hang down.
Beautiful. You need another piece of string there?
I sure do, Mama. So we're just taking more yarn and tying it around the bottom with double knot. Make sure it's super tight. Hello!
It is beautiful.
It's the most amazing braid. Let's put some flowers in it.
Okay.
For the flowers, you can glue these on, but what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna take the petals, I'm just gonna kind of loop them through some of the yarn, just to hold them in place. If we decide that's where we want the flowers to stay, then we can glue them down. But for now, I just want them there, loose and pretty and beautiful.
This is looking great.
I think we're ready.
The grand reveal.
Finally, I see the braid. You guys. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I need one of my own. Actually, you know what? Can I wear it for a second?
Yes, you have to try it.
I just got it. Oh my gosh, I feel like a pretty princess.
You look like a pretty princess.
Climb up my hair.
Hey, I'm here. So that's it, you guys.
Oh my gosh, your very own DIY
Rapunzel hair. Hi, everyone! Today we're reading Rapunzel again. This time, can you find all the hearts? Stick around until the end to see how you did. And parents, don't forget to click the link in the description below to follow us on Instagram for even more games, updates, and all things cool school. Okay, let's go. Once upon a time, there was a man and woman who were very much in love. Let's just call them Tom and Sally. Sally was gonna have a little baby. They were so happy, but also nervous because they didn't have very much money.
How are we going to afford all that baby stuff? Diapers and bottles and pacifiers and baby books and baby toys and baby blankets and baby bouncers.
Calm down, you worry too much. Everything's gonna be fine.
No, not fine. Look, we don't have enough room for a baby. And don't even get me started on Dame Gothel.
Did I forget to mention that they lived in a teeny tiny hovel rented from Dame Gothel? Yes, that Dame Gothel, the witch. No one knew for sure if she was a witch, but she wore very witchy looking clothes and had a very witchy laugh. So yeah, Tom was right. Her backyard wasn't exactly the best place to raise a baby. One night, Sally awoke with the most peculiar craving.
I'm hungry. I could go for some Rapunzel flower.
What?
You know, those little weeds that taste like spinach? I want some.
Where am I supposed to get Rapunzel at 3 in the morning?
Dame Gothel has a growing in her garden.
She'll put a curse on me if I steal her Rapunzel.
Oh, shush, she'll understand.
And so that's how Tom found himself creeping around in the witch's garden at 3 in the morning, filling up a basket with Rapunzel flowers. He had just pulled up the last weed when...
Just what do you think you're doing?
Borrowing?
No, you're stealing!
I didn't mean to, I promise. My wife was just hungry. She's having a baby.
A baby?
Yes. Do you like babies?
I love babies. I'll make a deal with you. I won't send you to prison if you let me take care of your baby.
Like babysit? Okay.
Sure, like babysitting.
Dame Gothel cackled her witchy laugh, but Tom didn't get what was so darn funny.
Okay. Thanks.
No, thank you.
Okay. See you around.
When their baby girl was born 2 days later, Tom had completely forgotten about his deal with Dame Gothel, but she did not.
I'm here to take my baby.
What?
Me and him made a deal. I think I'll call her Rapunzel.
And with a poof of smoke, the witch disappeared, taking the baby with her.
Our baby!
Oh no!
Stop her!
Tom and Sally were beyond freaked out. They called the police and formed a search party, but no one could find Dame Gothel and baby Rapunzel. It was like they had disappeared into thin air. But of course they hadn't just disappeared. You know this part of the story. They were in a tower deep in the woods. Here's what you might not know about this fairy tale. Dame Gothel wasn't entirely witchy. She actually tried very hard to be a nice mommy to the new baby. She gave her the best baby toys. She sang her the sweetest lullabies.
Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop.
Well, she tried. Dame Gothel even tried to make silly faces to get Rapunzel to laugh. But baby Rapunzel must have known that this wasn't her real mommy, so she pretty much never stopped crying. The only thing that could calm her down was when Dame Gothel brushed baby Rapunzel's hair.
Oh, thank goodness, finally.
Dame Gothel spent so much time doing Rapunzel's hair that she got really good at it and eventually tried out pretty much every hairstyle there is. And Dame Gothel didn't dare cut Rapunzel's beautiful hair. So over the years, it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. By the time Rapunzel was a young lady, it was like world record length. Hey, Dame Gothel, you think I could enter a hair competition or something? I bet I could win a big prize.
You know very well that you can't leave the tower.
Right, there was that about Dame Gothel. She wouldn't let Rapunzel leave the tower, not even on a super nice sunny day. Maybe one day.
I heard that. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but one day I'll get out. She'll see.
Heard that too.
Let's talk about what it's like growing up in a tower away from all civilization. It can get pretty lonely and very, very boring. Here are the things Rapunzel did to keep herself entertained all those years. I learned to knit. I read every single book in the tower library at least 3 times. I learned to cook international cuisine. Come on and get it. Spaghetti taco sushi. I taught myself different languages. Hola.
Aloha.
Konnichiwa. Buongiorno. Allo. I learned to dance. Ballet. Tap. Salsa. And hip hop. I gave myself piano lessons. I counted all my hairs. 1,341, 1,342, 1,343, 1,343. I wrote jokes. What did one wall say to the other wall? I'll meet you at the corner. I studied the effects of boredom on mice. Day 453, Sir Squeakly ignores his cheese. I made jewelry. I learned to meditate. Then one day there was a knock at the door. Huh? Who could that be? Dame Gothel never knocks.
Yoo-hoo! Hello! I'm selling craft boxes. Do you want to buy one?
Craft boxes?
Yeah, they'll keep you entertained for hours.
That sounds awesome! Come on up!
Well, hi there. I'm Crafty Carolina. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Crafty and Carolina. I'm Rapunzel.
Oh, that's nice. Do you live up here all by yourself?
Well, my mother, Dame Gothel, lives here too sometimes, but now that I'm old enough, I stay here alone a lot.
Oh, you really shouldn't give so much information to strangers, dear.
Oh, well, I never met a stranger before.
Well, that's odd. Anyway, may I show you my crafting wares? Check that out. It's crafting box.
Cool! I'll take two. One for me and one for Dame Gothel.
Oh, well, score. All right, I'll sign you up for two. You got money?
Money?
Yeah, you know, that you buy stuff with.
No, I don't, but I'll trade you. How about this giant sweater?
It's kind of warm out.
Oh, well, how about this DIY jewelry?
It's nice, but
Not really your style?
not really.
Okay, well, why don't you just hang out till Dame Gothel gets here and she'll pay you.
Okay.
So Rapunzel and Carolina spent the rest of the day making crafts. Those crafting arms! Finally, Dame Gothel arrived, but she was very jealous and didn't want to share Rapunzel with anyone, so she was not exactly happy to find crafty Carolina there.
Get out of this tower!
But she's nice, and she's selling these super cool craft boxes.
This is what I think of craft boxes.
Hey, that's not nice.
You're next.
All right, gotta go.
You are so mean. She could have been my very first friend ever.
You don't need friends. You have me.
Yeah, you're like a great friend.
That's it. You're grounded.
Grounded? But I'm not allowed to leave anyway.
Well, now I'm boarding up the door so no one can ever come here again.
But how are you gonna get in?
Oh, right. I know. I'll call Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. And you'll throw your hair out the window and I'll climb up it.
Really?
It's a good plan.
And so Dame Gothel closed up the tower so that no one could ever visit Rapunzel ever again. Rapunzel was sad. She had always been alone, so she never knew what it might be like to have a friend. Now that Rapunzel knew, she felt extra lonely. It was taking some serious getting used to pulling Dame Gothel up the tower with her hair. Ow! Ow! Ah, take it easy! Rapunzel took to singing lonely songs, belting them from the tower window. Lonely, I am so lonely. I ain't got nobody to be up in the tower with me. All by my lonesome. All these years I'm alone. All these years I'm alone. Oh,
La la, la la, la la.
so lonely.
Enough! We get it!
It was quite the show. One day Rapunzel was doing her usual, singing sad ballads from the tower window, when two brothers, princes, heard her voice in the forest.
Halt! What's that?
The sick animal crying for help?
No, it's an angel.
Okay.
I must find her.
You're on your own, dude. I'm going back to the palace. Peace.
The first prince set off to find the source of the singing, but the forest was echoey, and at every turn it sounded like the singing was coming from a different location. It was like he was going in circles. But then, just before nightfall, he found her.
She's beautiful.
The prince, who was named Prince Edward, by the way, returned every day for a whole month. He would just sit and listen, silently applauding at the end of each song so as to not be noticed. At home, his brother Brad teased him.
How's your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
You totally like her. Edward has a crush.
No, I don't.
Whatever, dude.
Well, maybe I do. And one day I'll talk to her and we'll fall in love, and then I'll ask her to marry me and be my queen.
This got Brad's attention. You see, Prince Edward was next in line to be crowned king, but there was one catch. He had to be married. Prince Brad had always assumed this would never happen and that he would become king. He already had a girlfriend, Princess O'Gree, so marriage would be no problem.
Edward's way too shy. He'll never even talk to the tower girl. I'll marry Ogret before Dad retires, and then I'll be king.
The next day, Prince Edward set up his usual spot and listened to the sweet sounds of Rapunzel singing. Are you anywhere? Then suddenly, the singing stopped.
What? No. Keep singing forever. I wonder who that could be.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Rapunzel. Is that the name of the lovely songstress? I love it.
Then the prince watched in awe as Rapunzel dropped her golden braid down the side of the tower.
That little old lady is climbing her hair like a rope. How strange.
The prince waited and watched the tower window until again the braid dropped down and Dame Gothel climbed to the ground and hobbled away. Prince Edward waited to be super extra sure Dame Gothel was gone. Then he approached the tower. He cleared his throat and called up in his best witch voice.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Huh? Again? I wonder what she wants now. Ow!
Sorry, I must be heavier than a little old woman.
Who are you?
I'm Prince Edward. A pleasure to meet you, my lady.
A prince? Really? That's so cool.
May I come in?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I'm not allowed to have any visitors.
Oh, really? That's a bummer. May I use your hair to climb back down? No, it'll hurt you. Never mind. I'll just jump.
No, don't jump. You'll hurt yourself. You can use my hair.
I wish I didn't have to go. I waited an awfully long time to talk to you.
You have?
Yes, every day I sat down and listened to you sing, dreaming of the day I would finally meet you.
Really? I mean, I guess I am a pretty good singer, so.
The best.
I wish you could stay too, but I'll get in so much trouble if Dame Gothel finds you here.
How about this? I'll climb that tree and we could talk from there. That way, we're really not breaking the rule, are we?
Brilliant! So Prince Edward climbed down Rapunzel's hair and then back up the nearest tree.
So your name's Rapunzel, huh? Nice to meet you.
And it's nice to meet you, Prince Edward. Prince Edward returned every day to the same spot to talk to Rapunzel. They talked about everything under the sun, like, what's it like being a prince?
It's pretty cool, I guess. Sometimes the crown makes my head a little itchy. What's it like being locked away in a tower?
It's okay, I guess. Sometimes I wish I had a pet. A nice cat or a dog. I've read lots of books about dogs, and they seem super nice.
They are.
And sang songs together. Boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. They even played catch. Sorry.
Okay.
Finally, one day the prince realized something major. He was definitely, most assuredly in love with Rapunzel. Rapunzel, he couldn't hold it in a second.
Rapunzel, will you marry me?
Good thing for Eddie, Rapunzel felt the same way and said, yes!
Awesome.
But wait, I can't. I'm not even allowed to talk to you, much less marry you. The prince was stunned.
Surely your mom wants you to be happy.
Well,
What?
I don't think she's my real mom.
Really?
I think she took me from my real parents. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes I think I can remember my real mom.
Well, then that settles it. We're busting you out of here. We'll find your real parents and then we'll be married.
Okay, but not now. Dame Gothel will be here any minute.
I'll come back for you tomorrow.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. And hurry, my feet hurt.
Back at the palace, Prince Edward couldn't contain his excitement.
I'm getting married. I'm getting married.
But Prince Brad heard Edward's song, and that's not good, kids. Remember, Brad wanted to be king, and their dad was retiring his crown in just 1 month.
If Edward marries that girl, then he gets to be king. I have to stop this.
Prince Brad jumped on his horse and rushed to the tower. He arrived just in time to see Dame Gothel climbing down Rapunzel's hair.
That must be your mother. I'll just have a little chat with her. Excuse me, ma'am.
What do you want?
Pardon me, but I thought you might like to know that a rapscallion of the lowliest order is plotting to abscond with your fair daughter.
A what is doing what now?
A bad guy's gonna take your daughter.
What? Never. Wait, how do you know?
Prince Brad told her everything, including the fact that Rapunzel had been meeting with Edward every day for months. Dame Gothel was livid. That means very, 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 very angry.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
What's wrong?
You know what's wrong. You were planning to leave me after everything I'd done for you.
Well, don't be mad. I just want to marry the prince. Is that so bad?
If you want to go, then go. But first, I'm cutting your hair.
What? No! Why? I love my hair! But there was no arguing with Dame Gothel. She cut off Rapunzel's long locks and kicked her out into the cold, dark night. Rapunzel wandered the forest, hoping that somehow she would find Prince Edward, but she had never left the tower in her life. She didn't know where to go. Eventually, she found a hollow in a tree and curled up inside to sleep. I guess this is kind of like my tower. The next day, Prince Edward awoke, eager to see Rapunzel. He sang his song again.
I'm getting married. I'm getting married.
He sang and whistled all the way to the tower.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let that hair down. I'm coming up.
The braid dropped and he climbed up.
We're getting married. We're getting married. Ah!
You were coming to take my Rapunzel, weren't you?
Where is she?
She's gone. You're my prisoner now. And just to be sure you don't get out, I'm tying you up.
Dame Gothel left the prince tied and locked up in the tower. Earlier, it had been the happiest day of his life. Now it was the saddest. Back in the forest, Rapunzel was desperately trying to find her way back to the tower. Edward will be getting to the tower any minute now. If I can just find my way back, we can run away together. But it was no use. Rapunzel's sense of direction was limited to going in circles in the tower. Edward! Edward! She didn't know where she was going or what she was doing, but she was not going to give up. Edward! Meanwhile, in the tower, Prince Edward was calling out for her too.
Rapunzel!
Edward!
Rapunzel!
Edward! You get the idea. Poor Rapunzel had been wandering the forest for days. She had learned to survive by watching animals. First, the squirrels. Okay. They eat the little nut thingies that fall off the tree. Okay. Blech. Nope. Then she looked to the birds. Hey, haven't you heard of sharing? Finally, she saw a deer munching on an apple. I can do that. Delicious. The apples gave her new energy, and she set off again, determined to find Prince Edward. She walked and walked and walked and walked. And then, rather suddenly, she found herself in a whole new world. People! Hey, people! It's nice to meet you. Cheese Emporium. Wow, so much cheese. Tommy's Toys and Trinkets. Awesome. Betty Baldy's Beauty Parlor. Hey, maybe she can fix my hair. Hi, are you Betty Baldy?
Sure am.
Hi, so my mother, well, I don't know if she's really my mother. Long story. But anyway, this woman cut my hair off and I was hoping that you could do something with it.
Well, sure, honey. Sit down, let me fix you up. The side pony. Pigtails. Beehive. How's that?
Love it!
You got a big date or something?
Well, I'm supposed to marry this prince, but now I can't find him anywhere. It's like he disappeared.
Oh, story of my life, honey.
Well, thanks a lot. Gotta go.
You gotta pay first.
Oh, right. Money. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I don't have any of that, but I can work. So Rapunzel agreed to be the hair sweeper upper for the rest of the day. She was busy at work when she saw a familiar face coming in the door. Dame Gothel. And she's wearing my hair! It was true, kids. Dame Gothel seemed to have taken Rapunzel's blonde braid and fashioned it to a wig of her own.
You got some hair. It's all natural, too.
Yeah, right.
You say something? Me? Nothing. Anyway, I need a very special hairdo. I'm going to a ball at the palace tonight. A ball at the palace? How fancy. It's an engagement party for the prince.
Rapunzel's jaw dropped. Engagement party? The prince? My prince? What? And wait a second. Why is Dame Gothel going? Something's not right about this. Rapunzel decided that she had better follow Dame Gothel to the party. Hey, I'm on the list. Yeah, okay, see ya. Now where's Edward? I have to find him.
Edward's not here.
Who are you?
I'm Prince Brad, but when I get married tomorrow, I'm gonna be King Brad.
The brother.
And who are you?
I'm, what's that? Oh, okay, coming. I have to go. Talk to you later, okay?
Wait, I recognize you. You're that girl from the tower.
Rapunzel tried to rush out of the palace, but she somehow got caught in a conga line. Edward is supposed to be king, not Brad. Something is seriously wrong here. I bet that old stinker Dame Gothel has something to do with this. Oh, I gotta get out of here and find Edward. Finally! I thought we were gonna conga forever. Okay, how do I get out of here? Food! Oh my gosh, delicious! Then Rapunzel heard Dame Gothel's voice.
Don't worry, Edward's locked away. He'll never get out! Ha 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 ha!
But I saw the girl from the tower. What's her name? Cozumel?
It's Rapunzel, and I'm telling you, there's no way you saw her. She's lost deep in the woods.
There she is now. Get her!
Gotta go! Rapunzel tried to run away, but once more got trapped on the dance floor. This time, it was a limbo contest.
Ah! Too low! I'll get you!
Rapunzel finally found the door and ran away from the ball. Okay, so Dame Gothel has Edward locked away somewhere. Like, in jail? But he would never commit a crime. Wait, so obvious, Rapunzel. He's in the tower, but I don't know how to get to the tower. I looked and looked and looked before, but it was no use. What if I go back into the woods and get lost forever? Oh! Rapunzel didn't know what to do. She was just about to break down in tears when another familiar face appeared.
Well, you look like someone who could use some cheering up. And you know what I do to cheer up? I craft.
Crafty and Carolina, hi!
Do I know you?
I'm Rapunzel, the girl from the tower.
Oh, you changed your hair. I like it. Oh, wait, that mean woman from the tower isn't here, is she?
Dame Gothel? No, thank goodness.
Wait a second, I thought you never left your tower.
She kicked me out just because I fell in love.
Well, that's not nice.
Tell me about it. And now she's got my prince locked in a tower, and I don't know how to find my way back to rescue him. I'll never see him again.
Well, wait a second. I know how to get to the tower. It's on my sales route, remember?
Oh yeah, can you take me there?
Well, sure. But we can't go now because it's dark out, and I don't mind telling you, I'm a little bit afraid of the dark. It's one thing, when you're in town, but do not get me started on the woods after dark. It's so scary, the wind howling in the trees, weird noises like ow! I'm sorry, did I scare you?
Well, I just thought about the poor Prince Edward, locked away in the dark tower. He's probably scared and lonely.
Okay, let's go.
What?
We're gonna go rescue Edward.
Really? Now?
Well, we gotta get some supplies first, but yeah, we can be brave.
Yeah!
Let's go save that prince!
Yay! After Crafty and Rapunzel stocked up on all the important stuff, crafting supplies and snacks, the two set off into the woods to find the tower. They were only a little bit scared. Be brave.
Right, okay. What?
We got this. Be brave.
Right, brave, very brave, not scared. That's it, I'm going back.
No, we got this far. There's nothing here in the dark that isn't here in the daytime too.
But what about animals that sleep during the day and come out at night, like bats? Bats are scary.
Oh yeah, but you said we'd be brave, so let's be brave.
Wait, what was that?
What? Oh yeah, I definitely hear something.
Hide! Oh no, not her!
She must have suspected I would come out to rescue Edward. What are we gonna do?
Be brave? She's probably going to the tower.
Let's follow her, but we have to be quiet.
Right!
That was too loud.
Sorry.
Rapunzel and Carolina stepped forward following Dame Gothel, and then they realized they were already at the tower. They didn't recognize it before because it was covered in thorns. Ouch!
Who's there?
Oh no, hide!
I'm not jumping in there, it's prickly.
Rapunzel, what are you doing here?
Rapunzel, be brave.
I'm here to save Edward, so let him go.
Never! His brother is going to be crowned king, and then I'll get a seat at the royal council.
You? Why?
Because I'm the one who got rid of Edward. Duh. Now go away before I lock you up too.
Well, not on my watch, sister.
Crafty and Carolina tossed a giant net over Dame Gothel, trapping her. Awesome! Where'd you get that?
I made it.
Crafty.
Hey! Let me out!
No way.
Okay, we took care of Dame Gothel, now we gotta save Edward. How are we gonna get up there?
Wait, I know.
What's that?
Grappling hook. Never know when you're gonna have to scale a wall.
But we'll still get scratched up, won't we?
Oh, I also brought scissors. Obviously, can't craft without scissors. Here, take a pair.
The two snipped away until the last of the thorny vines fell.
Grappling time. All right, Rapunzel, scale that wall.
But what about the window? It's all boarded up.
Kick it.
But I'll break it.
That's the point.
I've never broken anything on purpose before. Okay, here goes.
Harder.
Okay. Edward!
Rapunzel?
Edward!
You changed your hair.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Oh, Edward.
Rapunzel, my darling.
My prince.
Guys, super sweet reunion and all, but it's almost morning. We gotta go stop a wedding.
Huh?
Oh, right. Let's go.
Wait! What about me?
Sorry, Gothel. Shouldn't have been so mean. Rapunzel, Prince Edward, and Carolina rushed to the palace.
Stop!
Stop the
No!
wedding! Stop the
Call the
wedding!
wedding off! No! Stop! Stop! No! Call the wedding off! No! Stop!
We found Edward! Look!
Edward? My son!
Dad! Hi! I missed you!
Sorry to interrupt a nice moment again, but we gotta stop this wedding!
What?
Stop the wedding!
What did she say?
Stop
the wedding!
You're too late. I'm king now.
No!
Well, that stinks.
Tell me about it. After everything we've been through, first I was locked away in the tower, like my whole life. Then Dame Gothel kicks me out, and I wander around lost in the woods for days. And then poor Edward gets locked away in the tower, scared and all alone. Finally, we heroically rescue him, but then bad guy Brad gets to be king anyway. It's not fair.
What's this? Edward locked in a tower?
Yeah, isn't that awful? Brad, Edward's own brother, plotted with evil Dame Gothel to lock him up in a tower so that he couldn't marry me.
She's lying.
Oh, no, I am not. And of course, Dame Gothel went along with it because she's just jealous and she's just plain mean.
She is lying, I tell ya. Guards, arrest her.
Not so fast. I'm still wearing the crown here, and I have some questions.
Fine.
Now, young lady, did I hear correctly? Did you say you were supposed to marry my son?
Yes, sir. That was the plan, Your Majesty.
And you rescued him from a tower?
Yes, he was tied up and left all alone. So I climbed up and busted him out. I helped. True.
And Bradley, you knew Edward was locked in a tower this whole time?
Daddy, I'm telling you, they're making this all up. I would never hurt my own brother. It was all that lady, Dame Gothel.
And where is this Dame Gothel?
We captured her in a big net.
I made it out of yarn.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, I've heard enough. Guards, go get this Gothel and take Brad to his room. He's grounded indefinitely.
Oh, that means forever.
No, I'm the king. I'm the king.
And as for you,
Yes?
thank you for rescuing my son.
You're very welcome. Do we get to be married now?
Yeah, can we, Dad? Can we?
Well, we were all set up for a party. What do you say, everyone? How about a royal wedding?
Yay!
And are there no objections this time?
Excuse me. So sorry to interrupt.
Do you object to this union?
No, sorry. Did you say Dame Gothel locked you in a tower?
Yes, you know her? She's the worst, right? What's wrong?
Rapunzel?
Yeah? Who are you?
I think those might be your real parents.
No way. Are you serious? Mom? Dad?
Rapunzel! She has my eyes.
She has my hair.
Well, it used to be blonde and super long, but that's another story for another time.
Well, this is turning out to be a very happy ending.
Yeah, now let's have a wedding.
Yay!
Sorry. I always cry at weddings. I can't help it.
And so the two lovebirds were finally married, and Rapunzel's long-lost parents were there to celebrate with them. It was the happiest of days, just like a fairy tale, don't you think? So did you find them all? Let's see. There's one. Oh, found two. Number 3 is right here. Where's 4 hiding? There. Found number 5. And number 6. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Cindy. There we go. So as I was saying, my name is Cindy, kind of like Cinderella, which is what my not-so-nice stepmother and stepsisters call me. I had to go live with them in a dark, cold place called Europe, where they have castles and princes and stuff like that, but I'm getting ahead of myself. They're always making me do all the chores. Like it's normal for kids to help out with the dishes, feed the dog, clean her room, and stuff. But they made me do everything. All day long, I'm cleaning toilets, tying their hair bows, ironing their socks. Well, seriously, who needs their socks ironed? My only solace was my cat Fryball. And since my stepsisters were allergic, I had to keep him outside. And it can get wicked cold in Europe. I'm sorry. One day, an invitation arrived. The prince was having a grand ball and everyone was invited. I finally had something to be happy about. Fryball and I did a little dance. But my evil stepmother told me there was no way I could go.
You have to clean the bathroom floor that night. Duh, it's Friday.
She was right. Friday was tub and toilet night. Friday came and my lousy stepsisters put on their lousy new dresses and strutted out to the ball, while I got out my scrub bucket and brush and got to cleaning. I'm gonna be honest, I cried. But just a little.
Don't be sad. Cheer up.
Thanks, kids.
Look, a fairy.
She said,
Don't be scared. I'm your fairy godmother.
I didn't know I had a fairy godmother.
Oh, okay, so that explains why you never call or visit, send me an email, edible bouquet. Now stop your crying. Let's get you to the ball.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of cleaning the bathroom. It's tub and toilet night, and I don't have a dress.
Oh, please. Stand still. Wow, pretty. Now you'll find your limo outside. I did a little wand action on an old jack-o'-lantern for that one, and Fryball is your chauffeur. Now off you go. Oh, wait, one thing. You gotta get home by midnight. That is so important. I can't stress the importance here. There's always a catch with these spells.
And just like that, I was on my way to the ball. Woo! It was the most fun party ever. Snacks galore. They had a chocolate fountain, an 8-foot meatball sub, awesome music, a conga line, a Wii, karaoke, foosball. It was magical. I met the coolest guy in the world. We played bowling on Wii. We ate nachos. And we realized we had the same taste in like everything. We like the same color. Red. The same food. Cheese doodles. The same movies. But the best one is Toy Story 3. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Even the same taste in shoes. Sneakers to a ball?
It's midnight, y'all.
Eek! I didn't have time for goodbyes. I made a run for it.
Bye! I forgot to ask her name. Oh, I always get something wrong.
By the time I got back to my limo, it had turned back into a jack-o'-lantern. And Fryball back into a regular cat. I was back into my regular clothes. And somehow, I had ran right out of one of my sneakers. With one shoe and Fryball by my side, I walked home. The next day, there was a breaking news announcement from the prince that he had met a great girl at the ball who would make a great princess. But he didn't know who she was.
I must find her. All I have is this shoe. And I will canvass the land and find the foot that fits this sneaker. I really think she might be the coolest girl in the whole world.
Say what? I was hanging out with the prince? Whoa, this was an interesting turn. My stepsisters argued over which one of them it was.
Oh, he loves me.
It was great. Little did they know, it was me. But when the prince and his prince people came round to do the test fitting, my stepmom sent me out back to wash the windows. I watched as my stepsisters both tried to squeeze their big feet into my shoe. Then he saw me.
Hey, what about her? Please, will you try on this shoe?
Yay!
It's you.
And that's when my stepmother and stepsisters screamed and passed out. They didn't handle shock very well.
I'm Ron Charming.
Hi, I'm Cindy. You
You owe me a Coke. Jinx. You owe me another Coke. Jinx. Now you owe me another Coke. Jinx.
That went on for quite a while. And then we lived pretty darn happily ever after from that day on. It was a real Cinderella story. And that's the end.
Don't mind me. I'm just coming to tidy up a bit.
Hi, who are you?
I'm Wanda. I'm Wanda. I'm just here to steal. I mean to clean up a little.
You look so familiar.
No, I don't think so. You don't know me.
Okay.
Got it. I've never held a magic wand before. I wonder if I could do some spells. Oh, no. Oh, this is very dangerous. I better get it to the sea witch ASAP.
Should I just ask my fairy godmother to turn me into a mermaid for the night?
Oh, that would be fun. We could be twinsies.
Fairy godmother, I know you said I would be fine underwater with the breathing and all, but maybe it would be super fun to be a mermaid for the night.
That does sound fun. Let me see what I can do. Now with a wave of my wand. What? My wand!
It has to be here somewhere. You just had it.
It's gone. I better go fly around and see if I can spot it.
Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad. If that wand gets into the wrong hands, we could be in very big trouble. Hi kids, I'm Miss Booksy and this is Storytime, the underwater ball. Chapter 1, here we go. Wiggle, snap, Storytime. Once upon a very good time, Cinderella was hanging out on the beach with one of her princess besties, the Little Mermaid. Oh, I just love Paradise Beach. Have you ever seen water so blue or sand so glittery and soft?
The water is always the perfect temperature. Not too warm, not too cold. To quote my girl Goldilocks, it's just right.
And the sand is perfect for royal sandcastle building. Look!
Wow, that looks just like your palace.
Watch this. That is amazing!
Whoa!
I had a little help.
Nothing wrong with a little magic, honey.
Oh look! A rainbow! Wow! And a dolphin! Yay!
Oh hey, it's Dolph!
Hey guys, watch this! Woohoo! I'm gonna do that at the underwater ball. Probably gonna get first place in the dance contest.
Underwater ball? I guess my invitation got lost in the mail.
What? OMG whiz! Of course you're invited. How would I not invite my bestie? Cindy, it's going to be the best ball you ever went to, and I know that's like your thing.
Looks like everyone was enjoying themselves on Paradise Beach, but on another shore nearby. Recognize them? Cinderella's old stepsisters and stepmother, Unga and Gritzel, hadn't been up to much good since their old days of being mean to Cinderella. Oh, and look! That's the sea witch. She was back at it and just being a nasty old crumb, casting wicked spells and turning people into sea urchins. The witch? Oh no. Boy, what a gang.
Look at them, cavorting, clapping, having a good time. Ugh.
Why can't we have a good time?
We are having a good time. We're at the beach, aren't we?
I wouldn't exactly call Misery Cove a beach.
Yeah, the sea is full of jellyfish.
That's not a jellyfish, that's a diaper.
Exactly! All the garbage from the dump flows into the water.
And there's no sand, just jagged rocks and slippery marbles.
And it's always raining.
It's awful.
No one ever invites us to royal balls anymore. Where are we supposed to meet princes?
I want to be a princess.
These two are always whining. Can you turn them into urchins, please?
You really want to go to that wretched underwater ball?
Yes.
I can get you in, but there's one catch.
There's always a catch.
Yeah, and the catch is, you must get me that wand.
The fairy godmother's wand?
Yes, I'm a powerful sea witch, but if I had the fairy godmother's wand, I'd have all the powers of the world, under the sea and on land.
Uh-oh, she's starting to sound evil and scheming.
Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good.
Cue the maniacal laughter.
Wait, one question.
What?
It's an underwater ball. We can't swim.
That's easy. I'll just turn you into mermaids.
Really? You can do that?
Yeah, and you'll meet some handsome sea princes too. Sound good?
I'm in. Where do I sign up?
You gotta go stand in the water. I don't have my regular powers on land.
Ooh, it's so cold.
Owie! I think I stepped on a crab.
Mermaid spell. Abracaboof.
Can you try again? I think something went wrong.
Oh, sorry. See, I really need that wand. Okay, mermaid spell. Abracadabra.
Wow.
Look at me. I'm a beautiful mermaid.
Look at this fin. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say?
Whoa. Hold on. My magic doesn't cover copyright infringement. Sing something else, Mariah.
Oh. Look at me. I'm a mermaid. La 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 la.
What about me? How am I supposed to escort my daughters to an underwater ball? Shouldn't I be a mermaid too?
You give me that wand and I'll take care of you too, sweetheart.
And just so that we're clear, what happens if I don't get you the wand?
You'll be turned into a miserable little sea urchin. Little seaweed stuck in the throat there.
So the underwater ball was shaping up to be a pretty epic time. Princesses, mean stepsister mermaids, sea witches, fairy godmothers, and a plot for grand theft larceny. What do you think is gonna happen next? Let's go on another adventure. Come on. Chapter 2, here we go. Wiggle, snap, story time. Everyone was getting super excited for the underwater ball. Unga and Gretel were practicing their mermaid dance moves.
Ah!
And Cinderella and the Little Mermaid were discussing their outfits and the general goings-on of the underwater ball. How does one dance at an underwater ball?
Same as anywhere else, like this.
Is this a dance battle? Because I'm ready.
Hey, why didn't anyone invite me to the dance party? I've got moves. Yep. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's good. Do the dolph.
Oh yeah, do the dolph, do the dolph.
Okay, so what does one eat at an underwater ball?
Well, cake doesn't work so well. It gets very soggy.
And never serve shrimp cocktail. It makes the shrimp very upset.
Noted. So what does one wear at an underwater ball? Glass flippers? Get it? Do you get it? Glass flippers? No, forget it.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Fashion party montage time! It's fashion montage time! If you're going to a ball, try on clothes. If you're going to a ball, do your hair. If you're going to a ball and you wanna twirl around, make sure you pick a twirly twirly gown. Will it be this? Will it be that? I might even try on a hat. Wow, this is so fun. Ooh, flowy. So angelic. So cute. Too casual. Purple, blue. Purple, blue, purple and blue? OMG, I love it. It's perfect for the underwater ball. Now time to accessorize. Ooh, too much? Ooh, fancy. Wait a minute, I don't need sunglasses for an underwater ball. I need goggles. Hello, hello. Whoa! If you're going to a ball, choose some shoes. If you're going to a ball, choose some shoes. Ooh, sparkly. I love it. You know what would make this like a million times more fun?
What?
Fairy godmother magic.
Did someone say fairy godmother?
Yay! Trust me, this is the most fun way to get ready for a ball.
What's a look you'd like to try, honey?
I guess I've always wanted to have rainbow hair.
Done.
Whoa!
You look awesome.
How about fairy wings?
Oh, yeah!
Yay!
Meanwhile, someone was watching. Cinderella's stepmother was spying and scheming how to steal the fairy godmother's magic wand. She tried distracting the fairy godmother. That's so not cool.
Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Did someone say something?
I said maybe a gown made of diamonds?
Ooh, yes, I love that idea!
She tried to take it while the fairy godmother dozed off for a minute.
Where were we? Pink mohawk? Yeah, I can do that.
She even tried to go ninja style and swipe it.
Voila! A unicorn horn, honey.
So close.
Finally, the stepmother dressed herself up like a maid and entered the room.
Don't mind me, I'm just coming to tidy up a bit.
Hi, who are you?
I'm Wanda. I'm Wanda. I'm just here to steal. I mean to clean up a little.
You look so familiar.
No, I don't think so. You don't know me.
Okay.
Got it.
Oh no!
I've never held a magic wand before. I wonder if I could do some spells. Oh no! Oh, this is very dangerous. I better get it to the sea witch ASAP.
Should I just ask my fairy godmother to turn me into a mermaid for the night?
Oh, that would be fun. We could be twinsies.
Fairy godmother, I know you said I would be fine underwater with the breathing and all, but maybe it would be super fun to be a mermaid for the night.
That does sound fun. Let me see what I can do. Now with a wave of my wand. What? My wand!
It has to be here somewhere. You just had it.
It's gone. I better go fly around and see if I can spot it.
Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad. If that wand gets into the wrong hands, we could be in very big trouble.
Well, don't look at me. I don't even have hands.
We have to find that wand. But it was too late. The wand had already gotten into the wrong hands, and she was ready to do some damage. Cue the maniacal laughter. So the underwater ball was shaping up to be a pretty epic time. Princesses, mean stepsister mermaids, sea witches, fairy godmothers, and a plot for grand theft larceny.
Got it. I've never held a magic wand before. I wonder if I could do some spells. Oh no! Oh, this is very dangerous. I better get it to the sea witch ASAP.
Should I just ask my fairy godmother to turn me into a mermaid for the night?
Oh, that would be fun. We could be twinsies.
Fairy godmother, I know you said I would be fine underwater with the breathing and all, but maybe it would be super fun to be a mermaid for the night.
What? My wand!
Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad. If that wand gets into the wrong hands, we could be in very big trouble. Hi kids, I'm Miss Booksy and this is Storytime, the underwater ball. Chapter 3, here we go. Wiggle, snap, story time. It was finally time for the underwater ball. Everyone was so excited. Well, almost everyone. Cinderella's stepsisters, Unga and Gritzel, were certainly pumped.
OMG, Gritzel, we've never looked better.
We're like on fire. We're flaming hot like Cheetos.
I can't wait to meet the sea princes. They're probably so handsome.
And I bet they have amazing underwater palaces and like so much money.
And Cinderella's stepmother was excited. She had given the sea witch her coveted fairy godmother wand, and now her daughters would be married off to distinguished sea princes. That would make her royalty too. And of course, the sea witch was very, extremely, totally super excited for the underwater ball. She would make a grand entrance as the most fearsome, powerful witch that the world had ever seen. The witch? Oh no. Yes, she was still cackling maniacally and was mad with power. She hadn't even gotten around to attempting any new magic yet. The Little Mermaid, Dolph, and Cinderella were excited, but also a little nervous. Now that the fairy godmother's wand was missing, there was a damper on everything.
What if someone bad has it and they ruin the party?
They could do much worse than ruin the party.
What if they turn me into a porpoise?
That's your biggest fear?
Aren't porpoises basically the same as dolphins?
Ha! They wish.
That was so funny. Okay, well, anyway, I guess let's go and hope for the best.
Yeah, as they say, keep calm and party on.
The underwater ball was a smash. Everyone was there. Everyone except...
Where is the sea witch? She's supposed to introduce us to our sea princes.
Excuse me?
Ew, what?
Are you Unga?
Yeah, who wants to know?
I'm your date, Prince Puff or Fish, but you can just call me Puff. The Sea Witch arranged for us to meet.
Hold on one moment.
Wow, this is so fun.
Is this guy serious? He's a puffer fish.
Rapunzel?
Ah! Jellyfish!
I'm your date. I'm Prince Bob.
Prince Blob?
Prince Bob! Would you like to dance?
Ugh, fine. Whatever, let's dance, I guess.
You're beautiful.
Really?
Yeah,
You two are the most beautiful mermaids we've ever seen.
and so graceful and kind and cool.
Unga and Greetzel were not used to having anyone like them. They usually put their worst foot forward. Maybe now that they had fins, things were looking up.
I kinda like these guys.
Me too.
They weren't the only ones having a good time. The Little Mermaid, Cinderella, and Dolph had almost forgotten about the whole fairy godmother wand fiasco. They were boogieing down when...
Hear ye, please welcome the
most powerful witch in the world.
What do you think is gonna happen next? So the underwater ball was shaping up to be a pretty epic time.
OMG, Kritzel, we've never looked better.
We're like on fire.
Where is the Sea Witch? She's supposed to introduce us to our sea princes.
Excuse me?
Ew. Hear ye, please welcome the
most powerful witch in the world.
Hi kids, I'm Miss Booksy and this is StoryTime, the underwater ball. Chapter 4, here we go. Wiggle, snap, StoryTime.
That's right. In my hands, I have the power to control the entire world. Land and sea. Bow down to me, my pathetic little servants. I am the queen of everything.
Oh no!
This is the worst!
I was the almighty wicked sea witch, and now I hold all earthly power. For I have the fairy godmother's magic wand.
Here we go.
I want a puppy!
What?
I want a puppy!
Go away, you little urchin. I'm busy taking over the world.
You're my fairy godmother. I want a puppy!
Go away. What are you doing? Are you holding your breath?
I said I want a puppy and I want it now!
Whose child is this? Please, take her away.
That was so funny.
As evil queen of the world, I order you, take her away.
Oof, tough break, huh?
What do you want?
Well, my wand for one thing. But since you have it, you may as well know you're fairy godmother now. That comes with great responsibility.
And power.
Well, yes, the power to do good.
Do what now?
Do good. Fairy godmothers use their power to help a child in need, like I did with Cinderella. So this is your kid, I guess. She seems a little demanding, but I'm sure you'll be happy to make all her wishes come true. I wish for a pony. Now! Wait, no. I want you to be my pony. Give me a ride, pony.
Do I have to?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Giddy up, horsey. I don't think she'll last long, honey.
I didn't know the magic wand could only be used for good. We were so worried.
What would a fairy godmother do with evil powers? We're strictly wish granters and happy makers. Fairy godmother policy.
Wow, this is so fun.
Faster! Not every recipient is as kind-hearted as Cinderella. Well, now that we're not afraid anymore, let's have the dance contest.
Woohoo! Oh, okay, Unga. Woohoo! Go, Dolph!
having fun yet?
Here, I don't want this magic wand anymore. Making people happy. Stinks.
Well, okay. But I am gonna have to use it to render you powerless and unwicked for the rest of the night. I don't want you ruining the party.
Fine, I don't care anymore. Just take it. I hate sparkles.
I love sparkles. Yay! Now, let's giddy up, horsey.
I ain't your fairy godmother anymore, kid. Now scram!
I don't think so. I like you. Now, giddy up.
The underwater ball was turning out to be a success. That is amazing! Apart from the sea witch, everyone was having a blast. Even Unga and Greetzel.
Mom, we met the most fabulous princes, and we're in LUV.
That spells love.
Please meet Prince Puff and Prince Bob, our true loves.
I can't shake your hand. I have stingers, but a pleasure to meet you.
Officially the best underwater ball I've ever been to.
Isn't this the only underwater ball you've ever been to?
Well, yes, but still, best time ever. And I don't even have to be home by midnight.
And you still have both of your shoes.
Success!
And hey, Dolph, the sea witch didn't turn you into a porpoise.
Thank goodness.
Isn't a porpoise almost the exact same as a dolphin?
Don't get him started.
There's only one thing left to do. Let's do the Dolph, everybody. What a great story. Hey everyone, welcome to Sweets Cafe. He always has the best stories and he's an amazing chef. I can't wait to hear what he's gonna tell us about today.
Welcome to Sweets Cafe. The tale of Sleeping Beauty and the Superberry Pancakes and Groovy Smoothie.
Oh no!
What did you do to me?
What, you've never been cursed before? Here's how it works.
I pricked my finger. Oh no, I'm getting sleepy. Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Rosie. You're here just in time, before everyone gets here and the madness begins.
This is what it's like before the madness? There's so many people here at the cafe.
What can I say? People love having a sweetlicious breakfast before they start their day. It's my famous Superberry Pancakes and Groovy Smoothies. Perfect to wake up to. Worked for Sleeping Beauty.
The Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah, you know her?
The Sleeping Beauty that got cursed by a witch to one day fall asleep and never wake up?
That's right. But then she woke up thanks to my Superberry Pancakes and Groovy Smoothie.
That's not what happened. She woke up because a prince kissed her.
She woke up from a prince's kiss? Seriously?
I barely knew her.
No, it was definitely my Superberry Pancakes and Groovy Smoothie that woke Sleeping Beauty up. Who, by the way, didn't let anyone else sleep because what she loved most of all was playing her drums.
She was a drummer? This is gonna be good.
Are you ready? Let's go! Pound the table, clap your hands, off we go to Magic Lands. Stir the batter, lick the spoon, hold on tight, we'll be there soon! Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess that loved to play the drums. Everyone in the kingdom loved her, even though nobody could ever get a good night's sleep.
She kinda looks like me.
Now that you mention it, she does look a little bit like you. One day, it was almost time for the princess's birthday, and she was going to have a huge party.
Did you invite everybody, Dad?
Of course, honey.
Are you sure you didn't forget anyone?
I didn't forget anybody. And everybody is so happy and tired. I mean, excited. Very excited, dear.
But that wasn't completely true. Everyone in the kingdom was invited, except for one person.
I do not want to invite that mean lady who lives in the tower at the edge of town.
Yeah, she's cooking in a giant cauldron and flying around on a broomstick and always picking her nose.
And then she eats it. Something about her just gives me the creeps. Oh,
that lady wasn't just any old lady. She was a sorceress. That's kind of like a witch, but way scarier.
I can't believe everyone in the kingdom is invited to that birthday party except for me. They'll be sorry. Very, very sorry.
When the day of the party came, everyone was having a great time.
This is so much fun.
right, everybody. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. The princess's royal solo. Hopefully, it will be brief.
Oh no. Who's ready to rock? Let's rock and roll, baby. Done.
Oh, I think she's done.
Wow.
I've come to crash this party and put a curse on your beloved princess.
Oh no!
What did you do to me?
What, you've never been cursed before? Here's how it works. One day, you'll prick your finger. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will happen. And when it does, you will fall fast asleep.
That doesn't sound so bad.
This isn't just any sleep, it's a cursed sleep. And you won't wake up ever again. Toodaloo, and sweet dreams, Sleeping Beauty.
That's awful. But what if the princess is very careful that she doesn't get pricked by something?
She just needs to make extra super duper sure that she doesn't touch anything sharp.
Yep, the king and queen thought that too. So they decided that if they stopped the princess from touching anything sharp, they would be able to stop the spell from happening.
So sorry, my dear.
No more running outside. Blades of grass have edges.
And no more playing ball.
What? It's a ball. It's round. It doesn't have any points.
Better safe than sorry. And no more playing the drums with sticks.
What? How can I play drums without sticks?
Here, my love, put these on. There we have it. This should protect you.
Ugh, what use is being awake if I can't do anything fun?
After that day, the king commanded to get rid of all the drumsticks in his kingdom. The only thing they allowed the princess to do was take piano lessons.
What? Piano? But it's so...
Do you prefer violin?
No.
Great! You will love it.
Now let's hear Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Yes, that's very good. Bravo.
I could play a lot better without these oven mitts.
Sorry, it's by the order of the king and queen. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next week.
I just miss my drums so much. What's the worst that could happen? But where can I get 2 nice sticks? Hey, those branches look perfect. Let me just grab some and play a song real quick. Oh no, I'm getting sleepy.
And just like that, the curse took effect and the princess fell asleep. The king and queen found her and were totally heartbroken.
Oh no!
Our daughter!
They brought her back to her bed and tucked her in.
Maybe one day some hero will wake her, but until then, if our princess is sleeping, then so shall we.
Everybody in the kingdom was so tired from not being able to sleep for so long, so they all fell asleep just like Sleeping Beauty. Meanwhile, just outside the kingdom, I set up my food truck looking for hungry customers. Turned out to be pretty bad timing. Everyone was asleep, but one day somebody showed up.
Greetings, I am Prince Charming. And I have heard tales of a beautiful maiden cast under a deep slumber by an evil enchantress.
Huh?
I've come to rescue Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, great! Well, if you wake her up, she's going to be starving. Why don't you bring her something to eat?
That's a great idea. Something sweet, please.
Today's special is my famous super berry pancakes and groovy smoothie. Coming right up! Ta-da! She's going to love them! Ooh, don't forget the super sticky syrup. Good luck! Everything you need to save the day is in that bag.
Thank you.
And when she wakes up, please give her this present from me.
Will do. Excuse me, my little monkey chef friend. Which way to the princess?
That's easy. Just follow the noise.
The noise?
You'll see. Ooh, and also download my app, Noodle Maps, to your smartphone.
Aha! That must be the noise.
Will the prince be able to remove this spell and stop the evil sorceress?
How does the princess wake up?
All right, back to the story.
Oh, princess, princess, where are you? At last, I can hear you. I'm on my way. Let's see. Noodle Map says,
at the fork in the road, go right.
okay, I will go to the right. Doesn't look too scary. Although it sounds a little scary. Whoa!
Roar! Give me your money!
Money? I don't have any money.
Just kidding. I'm a lion. I don't need money, but I am pretty hungry.
Sorry, buddy. I've got no food to give away. Okay, I was just kidding too. I've got some blueberry pancakes. You can have one.
Wow! From Sweets Cafe?
You know Sweets?
Of course! He's a legend! Gimme! So good! Okay, I'll let you pass without eating you.
Thanks, I guess.
Meanwhile, in the middle of the Sleepy Kingdom, Sleeping Beauty was continuing to snooze away.
Pass me that basketball.
Here, catch!
What? No! Will the prince get there soon?
It takes a while to find your way through a mystical forest.
A faster route has been found.
Hello. You can only cross my bridge if you answer my riddle.
Ooh, I love riddles.
It's not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be scary.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right, here we go. What kind of cake can you eat for breakfast? And it's always round. You have 3 guesses. And if you're wrong, I'll cast a terrible spell on you.
Ooh, that is scary. Okay. How about carrot cake? You could eat carrots for breakfast?
Wrong. It's not always round. Try again.
Round. What is round? A wheel! A wheel of a car!
That's not even a cake. Wrong again. You have 1 chance left.
Uh-oh.
It's nasty spell time.
Pancake.
Huh?
Pancake.
Oh, good thinking, Noodle. Maybe if I offer him a pancake, he'll let me go. Would you like a pancake?
Ah, you solved it. A pancake is a cake you eat for breakfast, and it's round.
Ha! Now step aside, my little snaky friend.
Speaking of pancakes, give me one.
What? I solved the riddle.
Look, I could still cast a spell on you if I wanted to. Just give me a pancake and I'll leave you alone.
Fine.
Yum. Later.
Wow, the snoring is so loud. I must be close.
Thank you for your help, my trusty steed.
Sure. Could I have a pancake? They look really good.
If anyone deserves one, it's you. Wish me luck.
You're trespassing in my kingdom.
This isn't your kingdom. It's Sleeping Beauty's. Somebody put a terrible curse on her and put her to sleep.
Who do you think cursed her? It was me! And now I'll put you to sleep forever too!
Hold on, I know how this works by now. Let's just skip all the threats and the riddles. You can have one of my pancakes, and I'll be on my way.
Pancakes? Yuck! I prefer waffles!
Uh-oh. Oh no! What do I do?
Everything you need to save the day is in that bag.
But she doesn't like pancakes, and the smoothie is for Sleeping Beauty.
Don't forget the super sticky syrup.
Of course! Hey you, sorceress lady, take this.
Ah! It's so sticky!
After the sticky, sorceress keeps straight.
Get back here, you! Ah!
I've found you. Maybe I better make this more romantic first. Only one pancake left. We'll just have to split it.
That smells so good.
You're awake!
Yeah, how long was I out?
It's been a long time. I came all this way to rescue you. I defeated the evil sorceress, and I brought some breakfast.
Wow, my hero. I'm starved. OMG! This is the best smoothie ever! Where did you get this?
My friend Sweets made it.
Whoa, he is my hero.
What about me?
Don't worry, you're a good tip.
Oh, and Sweets wanted me to give you this present.
Yay!
Drumsticks?
Perfect!
The prince and Sleeping Beauty lived happily ever after. And you know what they always loved for breakfast? Super berry pancakes and my groovy smoothie. And everybody woke up thanks to Sleeping Beauty's super loud drumming. And they had never been so excited to hear her music. The end.
Sweets, your cooking saved the day.
It's the best way to wake up.
What a great story. I'll bet Sweets has so many more. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any. Bye. Hi kids, I'm Miss Booksy and this is Storytime. Chapter 1, here we go. Wiggle, snap, Storytime. Belle and the prince, formerly known as the Beast, were busy planning their upcoming wedding.
But whoever heard of a yellow wedding dress? It's so different.
It's fun to be different.
Whatever you say. But I'm not letting the prince wear a yellow tuxedo.
Totally fine with me. Yellow is not my color.
The prince will wear blue, obviously, and we'll have roses everywhere. Roses in my hair, roses on the gown, a bouquet of roses, roses hanging from the chandeliers, oh, roses on the cake. Oh, it is going to be so beautiful.
And of course the groom will shave before the big day.
Yes. Wait, huh? Did you have a beard and mustache this morning at breakfast? I'm positive I would have noticed. Whoa, this place is crazy.
What? Of course not. Oh my.
Ah!
Ah!
What is going on?
I'm turning back into a beast. Oh no.
Does this mean I'm gonna turn invisible again? Oh dear, the curse is returned. The witch's curse that turned me invisible and you into a beast.
What? How?
Belle, the enchanted rose! The rose is magic! It cursed me before, and now it protects us! Maybe something happened to it! Belle, please check! I can't go out there like this!
Oh no, it's gone! Where is it?
Well?
It's gone, disappeared, vanished, poof!
No! We have to find it, Belle, or else I'll be turned back into a beast forever!
That wasn't so bad. It was kind of fun sometimes. But I guess you were a little rough around the edges, and you did scare the neighborhood children really bad that one Halloween. And I guess it was hard to find clothes to fit you back then. And we did go through a lot of shampoo. That was so funny. Okay, you're right. I have to find that rose.
It's gotta be here somewhere! A rose doesn't just get up and walk away!
Unless someone stole it.
Don't look at me. I'm just the wedding planner.
I would say don't look at me, but I'm turning invisible, so you can't. Obviously, I didn't take the rose.
Now, how to catch a thief. I'm going to need to do some research. To the library. Oh, aha! Mysterious mysteries and how to solve them 101. First things first, I need the right accessories. Wow, that is so cool. Second, look for the clues. To the scene of the crime. Clues. I am looking for clues. Aha! Oh, I sure am saying aha a lot. I guess it comes with being a detective. Anyway, as I was saying, aha! A clue! A long blonde hair. A hair so long it could only belong to one person. Rapunzel. But wait, could a fairy tale princess really be a thief? Rapunzel is super cool. I don't think she would steal my enchanted rose. Wait, what's this? Another clue. It's a note. Better see what it says. Roses are red, violets are blue, but your rose is gone. Bye-bye, toodaloo. Signed sincerely, the princess you never knew? The princess I never knew, huh? What could that mean? Well, I better go find Rapunzel and see what the dealio is. Ooh, this is so exciting. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, please. I need to talk to you.
Use the stairs. Doors open.
So many stairs.
Sorry. As you can see, my hair is not exactly in shape for pulling someone up a tower.
Ah! What happened to your hair?
Someone stole my hairbrush.
Double mystery! Kids, what do you think is gonna happen next? Let's go on another adventure. Come on! Chapter 2, here we go. Wiggle, snap, story time. So you're telling me that someone stole your hairbrush?
Yes! And my hairbrush is my most prized possession. I mean, look what happens without it.
Ah, a bird! Okay, I have to ask you something. Did you take my rose?
What? What rose?
My enchanted rose. The rose that broke the curse, turned the beast back into the prince, etc.
Oh, right. That rose. No. Why would I take it?
It's an enchanted rose. That means magic. Hello? Okay, well then tell me this. Why would I find a super crazy long hair at the scene of the crime? A hair that arguably could only belong to you! This doesn't sound good.
I don't know. Hey, what's with the hat?
It's a detective hat because I'm investigating a crime. And believe me, I will prosecute to the highest level.
I promise I didn't go anywhere near your rose. I'm literally always in this tower. Besides, I've spent the last day trying to figure out what this note means.
Say what? What note?
This note.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Without your brush, you'll cause quite a scare. Tangles and knots, oh yes, you'll be a hot mess. And I'll be the one who's most fair. Okay, that's some pretty good rhyming. But check this out. I got a note too.
Then we've clearly been hit by the same burglar.
Uh-oh, she better watch out. Wait a minute. You said you're always here. How did someone come in and take your brush?
I nap a lot. It's exhausting being locked in a tower.
Hold that thought. I'm getting a call. Cinderella! Hi, look, I'm with Rapunzel.
Hi. Hey, what's with the hat?
It's a detective hat.
I need a detective.
What?
Someone stole my glass slippers.
No.
Yes.
Hold your horses, or mice, or whatever. We'll be right there. Okay, Rapunzel, let's go. You and I are solving a mystery.
Do you have an extra hat for me? I'd kind of like to cover up this mess.
We'll pick one up on the way. Come on. Meanwhile, back at the the prince's castle.
Ah! Whoa, buddy.
Sorry, I don't mean to be so beastly. Where is Belle? She's gotta find that rose.
Maybe we should just make your wedding tux a little bigger so you'll fit into it if you stay like this.
I'm not gonna stay like this. I'm a prince, not a beast. Rawr!
Okay, whatever you say.
How are they ever gonna get out of this one? Walk us through exactly what happened.
I was outside singing with the birds and squirrels, and then I went inside and I found this.
Another note.
What do you mean, another note?
Okay, we don't want to freak you out, but it appears we've got a serial thief on our hands.
Cereal thief? You think they stole my Rice Krispies?
Cereal means more than one, and this thief has stolen from me and Rapunzel too.
Really?
Yep, took my hairbrush.
And took my enchanted rose.
Which she tried to blame me for.
Everyone knows a fairy tale princess would never steal.
We're getting away from the point. The thief also left notes for us. What does yours say?
I win, you lose. I have your fancy shoes, your precious slippers made of glass, what a prize. And how lucky I am, they're just my size.
That's so not cool. So let's think a minute. So far, this person has stolen my enchanted rose, your hairbrush, and your glass slippers. It's obviously someone who likes pretty things.
Probably with long hair.
And my shoe size.
And good at writing rhymes.
So a long-haired poet who wears a 6.5 shoe.
Or a rapper. Rappers are good at rhymes.
Ooh, fun.
Wait, what's this? Did you leave this here?
No.
Let's think. Who eats apples? Everyone. But who is perhaps the most notable apple eater of all time?
Snow White!
Hi ho, to Snow White's house we go! Oh no, this doesn't look good. Let's keep reading. Chapter 3, here we go. Wiggle, snap, story time. The princesses were trekking through the grim forest, not their usual turf. They were used to butterflies and bluebirds, cake pops and milkshakes, flowers and ribbons. Grim forest was dark.
Smelly.
Totally spooky. But then they saw some friendly faces.
Hi there, lovely princesses. Whatever brings you to the grim forest?
We're looking for Snow White. Is she still living with you guys?
She moved into the castle with her dude.
But you're in luck. They're renovating the castle, so the two of them are staying with us. Come on, we'll bring you to her.
Snow White, we've got some friends here to see you.
Professor, it's an emergency.
Let me guess. You're missing some apples?
What? No, my magic mirror is gone.
Oh no.
Wait, you have a magic mirror? I thought that was your stepmother's thing.
I kept it when she was kicked out of the kingdom. It's my most prized possession.
Mind if we study the scene of the crime?
Of course. Hey, what's with the hats?
We're detectives.
Oh, cool.
Aha! A note, just as I expected. Snow White, so pretty and tall.
She is tall, isn't she?
Now I have the mirror and I'm the fairest of them all.
Well, it's clearly my stepmother, right? She would want the mirror more than anyone.
Or it's someone who wants us to think that.
Whoever it is trying to throw us off their tracks. When my rose went missing, I found a long blonde hair clearly pushing me towards Rapunzel, but she didn't steal my rose.
And at Cinderella's, we found an apple core, which led us to you. But wait, we didn't find anything but a note at my house. No extra clues.
Right. Cinderella called me. Why would she call me?
Because you guys are friends?
Maybe she's the thief and she stole her own glass slippers to make it look like it was someone else. What? No, that can't be.
No way! Cinderella would never in a million, billion, trillion, gazillion years do that.
You're right. She's the nicest. Back to square one.
So what about my stepmother?
Or another classic villain. Big Bad Wolf, Cinderella's stepsisters?
No, they couldn't fit into Cinderella's shoes. Remember? The note said they're just my size? Or maybe that could be another intentionally misleading clue. We have to investigate every possible lead, starting with Snow White's evil stepmother. Are you ready?
Ready.
Wait, do you have your stepmother's address?
No, but I know someone who might.
Hello?
Hello? Looks like no one's here.
I'm here. Sorry, I was just cooking up something in my bubbling cauldron.
Ooh, a magic potion?
No, my world famous veggie chili. You don't even miss the beef. So, what can I do you for?
We need to find Snow White's evil stepmother.
Oy vey, not this again. I'm through with that woman, you hear me? Done. Donezo. She is so mean.
We just need to know where she lives. You don't have to do anything else. We won't even tell her how we found her.
Don't you have a crystal ball or anything you can just look into and see where she is? Wait, why don't we just ask her if she can see who the thief is?
Whoa, of course. We're looking for a thief. Could we look into your crystal ball and see who it is?
If I had those kind of powers, do you think I'd be living in this dump? No, I'd have won the lottery and built a fancy mansion with a waterbed and a jacuzzi.
Oh, so what can you do?
I can tell you that I got a Christmas card from the evil queen last year. There might be a return address.
Perfect. Let's check it out.
Receipt from Radio Shack. That's a coupon for cat food. What's this? Nope, that's my niece's pre-K graduation invite. Oh, here it is.
This is the address. Perfect.
Did you read the poem?
Poem?
Christmas time is here, a time for love and cheer. So hang your stockings and trim the tree and have a holly jolly new year.
That sounds suspicious. It's a lot more cheerful than I would expect from an evil queen.
Yeah, but the rhyme scheme is super similar to the notes our thief has been leaving. It's gotta be her, right?
Only one way to find out.
Thanks, ma'am.
Hey, aren't you gonna at least buy something from my shop?
Oh, sure. Sorry about that. How about that disguise?
The Groucho. Nice choice. And they're buy one, get one free.
Cool, let's go.
Oh, hold up. Hi, hun. It's my boo.
Oh, he's cute. Ah!
Exactly. Belle, I'm going full beast mode over here.
It's true. He's growing at an alarming rate.
He's eaten every scrap of food in the kitchen.
We're talking everything. Dried pasta, bags of flour, even the cat food.
Yeesh. Well, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna find that rose. With that, Belle and Rapunzel, the crime-solving duo, went back out into the grim forest to find Snow White's stepmother and possibly their thief. But this time, someone was following them. Dun dun dun! Oh no, I hope they'll be okay. Let's keep reading. Chapter 4, here we go. Wiggle, snap, story time. Did you hear that?
What?
Shh!
I don't hear anything.
Wait, shh!
I still don't hear anything.
I think we're being followed. Ah! Watch out! Run!
We lost him. Phew. Oh, look. I think this is it.
Really? It's cute. I wouldn't have expected a quaint cottage for an evil queen.
Former evil queen. She got booted after the whole trying to get rid of Snow White thing.
Oh, right. Well, she's still a villain, right? I just wouldn't expect a villain to have such a charming flower garden. Ah! Ah! That was really scary. I mean, hello. We were just admiring your garden.
Those are white oleander, pure poison. And that's hogweed. Looks so pretty, but one touch will turn you into a walking blister. Now what can I do for you, darlings?
Do you have any enchanted roses in this garden?
What?
Sure, play coy. We're on to you.
Excuse me?
We're here to investigate a crime.
Oh, that explains the funny hats.
Why does everyone keep commenting on our hats? They're not funny, they're totally standard detective hats.
They're a little funny.
Where were you this morning? And around lunchtime. And also yesterday. Where were you then?
I was here.
Got anyone who can confirm your story?
Yes, my security cameras will show you I was here the whole time.
Oh, okay.
You like to rhyme, don't you?
Rhyme?
Yeah. Make up poems, little sing-songy riddles and rhymes. How about this rhyme? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You like that rhyme?
Oh goodness, is this about that magic mirror? I hope I never see that wretched thing again.
Wow, that is so mean. Wait, really?
It ruined my life. I used to live in a castle. I was a queen. And then I got obsessed with looking in the mirror. Obsessed with myself. It's no way to live.
One moment, please.
Do you think she's telling the truth?
She could just be saying that to throw us off. Maybe she has the mirror in her house right now, right beside your hairbrush, Cinderella's glass slippers, and my enchanted rose. Do you mind if we take a look at that security footage?
Be my guest.
Meanwhile, in another garden not too far away, the wedding planner and almost invisible Gustav were running all over looking for the enchanted rose. The prince had almost turned full beast. He wasn't used to it, and he was making quite a mess.
Arr! You've got to find the rose! Ah!
Have you heard from Belle?
No! Ah! Keep looking!
Aye, aye.
Ah!
Oh no, this doesn't look good.
She's telling the truth. She's been here for days, and I don't see any sign of the mirror.
Wait, what's that?
What?
Go back. Enhance, enhance, enhance. That!
Looks like a wolf.
As in, the big bad wolf? And look, this footage is from after we got here. We were being followed. Play it again.
Looks like he's hiding something in the garden.
Mind if we look around in your garden?
Whatever, but remember, don't touch the oleander, or the stinging nettles, or the poison ivy.
You put poison ivy in your flower garden?
I'm a villain. We do things differently sometimes.
Aha! There it is!
What's that?
A clue! You're gathering clues, running all around, but I can huff and puff and blow it all down. But where to next? How will you know? To the little pigs or to Grandma's house I go? P.S. Nice hats!
I'll huff and I'll puff? The three little pigs! Grandmother's house! It's clearly the big bad wolf.
But it just seems too obvious, right? Maybe it's one of the pigs, or Little Red Riding Hood, or even Little Red Riding Hood's grandma. Too many leads!
But we saw a wolf on the security camera.
You're right. Let's go find the big bad wolf.
He lives that way.
Giddy up! What do you think will happen next? Chapter 5, here we go. Wiggle, snap, story time. The two princess detectives hightailed it toward the big bad wolf's lair.
According to my GPS, it should be here.
Wait, we can't just ring the doorbell. He'll never answer if he sees us out here. Time to go undercover. OMG, I love it! Now, the big bad wolf won't know who he's dealing with. See?
Oh, good thinking.
Who is it?
What should we say our names are?
It's me. I mean us. It's, Ziggy and Pinocchio.
Who?
We're selling vacuum cleaners.
You don't say. I could use a new vacuum. I shed a lot.
Cool, cool. What now?
Okay, let's just cut to the chase, Wolf. Where's the loot?
Huh?
The loot, the stuff, the stolen goods, the booty.
You said booty.
That was so funny.
What are you talking about?
Don't play coy with us, Wolf. We know you stole our stuff. Now give it up!
Listen, I am a villain. That's undeniable, but you're looking at the wrong bad guy. I didn't steal anything.
We saw you on the security camera.
Look.
That's not me. Look at the tail. It's striped.
So?
Oh?
But the note said, I'll huff and I'll puff. That's your thing.
The note?
Yeah, the culprit has been leaving us these notes as clues, or I guess as non-clues to throw us off. They're probably out there stealing more stuff as we speak.
Someone left a mysterious note here just today.
What? No way!
Yes way. Looky.
You thought you had me, that you had won, but it can't be over, that would spoil all the fun. Alas, here it is, your very last clue. Look for the girl who looks up to you. What would you do if you were there?
The girl who looks up to you. So we're looking for someone short. Thumbelina.
Ooh, but she's like really teeny tiny. I don't think she could carry all that loot, right? Someone who looks up to us.
Not at us. It said the girl who looks up to you. You know, like she admires us, wants to be like us.
Well, that could be anyone. Who doesn't like princesses?
I don't.
Okay, well, you're a villain, so wait a minute. You're a wolf.
Yes?
So can't you like sniff the note and lead us to the culprit?
I could, but what's in it for me? Villains aren't really into the whole helping princesses thing, if you know what I mean.
How about all the doggy treats you can eat?
Ahoo! Let's go!
Meanwhile, things were advancing quickly at Belle's castle. The prince was almost completely beastified. He had transformed every inch of him except for one teeny tiny pinky toe.
That's it! That's all that's human about me now! My pinky toe!
The one that goes wee 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 all the way home.
That's the one!
Well, maybe it's not so bad. You could wear your wedding ring on your little toe, right, Gustav? Gustav?
Oh no, I hope they'll be okay.
Ah! Floating head!
Yeah, I'm almost 100% invisible now.
Oh dear. I hope Belle finds that rose.
Why'd you stop?
The smell, it stopped.
Here? We're at a school. I don't think our seasoned criminal mastermind is a second grader at Herbert Hoover Primary School.
Do you smell that?
What? My rose?
No! I think it's pizza day.
Oh, we don't have time for this. My prince could be a beast by now. The spell will be irreversible if we don't find that rose. Do you know what that means? What do you think is gonna happen next? Let's keep reading. Chapter 6, here we go. Wiggle, snap, story time. Belle, Rapunzel, and the big bad wolf had tracked the scent of the suspected thief all the way to a school which was currently at recess. Could be him, or her, or him, or her, or the teacher, or the principal. This could go all the way to the top.
Or it could be her.
The eagle has landed.
And these are my new shoes. Do you like them?
They're a little big, don't you think? Thought they were just your size.
Who are you?
Who are we? I'm pretty sure you know who we are. We're Belle and Rapunzel, aka the princesses you stole from.
Princesses! Wow. What's with the hats, though?
Okay, they're detective hats, okay? Because we're solving a mystery. The mystery of the missing rose. That was hilarious.
And hairbrush.
And magic mirror.
And glass slippers.
And it looks like we just caught our culprit.
Hey, wait up!
We need our stuff back!
Wolf, help!
Wolf! Wolf! Ah! Wolf! Ah! I mean, hi, what's up, guys?
Hand over the goods.
Fine.
Now, why did you take this stuff? These are important things to us and our friends.
It isn't very nice to take things from people.
I know, but you're real fairy tale princesses and I'm just a regular girl. I wanted to be special. I thought if I had special princess stuff, like glass slippers and a magic mirror, I could be just like you.
Oh, well, that's kind of sweet, actually.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that. But why all the mysterious clues and the dressing up like a wolf to throw us off?
I like mystery novels almost as much as fairy tales. I thought it would be fun.
Oh, I get it.
It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it was.
It was?
Yeah. Wait, why do you not think you're special?
I don't live in a fairy tale. My life isn't enchanted. I don't have any magical stuff or a fairy godmother or anything like that.
Listen, wait, what's your name?
Sally.
Listen, Sally, you're super special. You wrote really funny clues with cool rhymes, and you really had us guessing.
Yeah? You think I'm funny?
Yes, and very creative. We were totally on a wild goose chase.
You might grow up and write your own fairy tales or mystery stories one day.
Really? You think I could do that?
Totes. But we do still need to take all that princess stuff back.
I know.
Wait, where's my enchanted rose?
Oh, the rose was dying, so I put it in some water. It's in the science lab.
No. We have to save it. Oh no, run!
This way.
Hey, it totally is pizza day.
Cool. Yes! Saved by the Belle. You know, me, Belle.
Woohoo! Hi, Belle. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you!
Looks like you saved the day, Belle.
My prince, you're back!
And now the big wedding can commence.
Wow, I can't believe I'm in a real fairy tale wedding. This is so cool!
Yeah, great food. Did you try the sushi?
Hi guys, most of you don't know me. I'm Sally. I stole Belle's enchanted rose and almost ruined the wedding. But I wrote a poem for the happy couple and I'd like to read it if that's okay.
Of course it is.
Here goes. Roses are red, violets are blue. It's lovely to see a love so true. Love strong enough to break a spell. A love you find in a fairy tale. A tale as old as time, a tale told in rhyme. I wish you all the joy and laughter, the happiest happily ever after.
That's amazing! I'm not crying, you're crying.
To Belle and her prince. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Roses are red, violets are blue. P.S. Sorry again for stealing from you.
It's cool. Thanks for the poem. The big mystery had been solved. The wedding was a blast and everyone was happy. Belle had traded in her detective hat for a wedding tiara, but she kept the detective hat close by. Just in case I need to solve a case. That sounded a lot cooler in my head. Wow, that was so much fun. I just love happy endings. Hey everyone, welcome to Sweet's Cafe. He always has the best stories and he's an amazing chef. I can't wait to hear what he's gonna tell us about today.
The tale of Cinderella and the royal meatballs.
The tasting will now begin.
Nice texture, excellent aroma.
Oh no! Midnight! I'm out of time. I've gotta go. I'm so sorry. I loved meeting you.
Wait!
Whoa! You okay?
Hurry, Sweets! Step on it! Hi, Sweets.
Hi, Rosie. What have you got there?
It's just the best cake pops
Whoa.
you've ever tasted in your entire life.
Wow, they look sweetlicious. Can I taste one?
Sure.
You have to give me the recipe.
Absolutely. What are you making?
I'm cooking my famous meatballs. Another one down, only 499 left to go.
That's a lot of meatballs.
These aren't just your usual meatballs. These are spectacular sweet sauce royal meatballs.
Royal meatballs?
Yup, royal meatballs. Actually, it was Cinderella's recipe.
Cinderella.
Yup. Did you know it's because of these meatballs that she and the prince got married in the end?
No. She and the prince got married thanks to the glass slippers that she wore at the ball.
Glass slippers? When have you ever seen anyone wear glass slippers?
I wore glass slippers once, and let me tell you, they were impossible to walk in. Never again.
Okay, fine. This is gonna be good. Tell me the real story of Cinderella.
Here we go. The tale of Cinderella and the royal meatballs. Pound the table, clap your hands, off we go to magic lands. Stir the batter, lick the spoon, hold on tight, we'll be there soon. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Cinderella who loved to cook.
She kind of looks like me.
Now that you mention it, she does look a little bit like you. Cinderella lived with her dad, and every night she made amazing meals for the two of them. Cinderella's dad was kinda sensitive. He would tear up at every little thing.
Voila! Roasted casserole flambe stuffed with sweet potato fritters.
You've outdone yourself again.
Dad, are you crying again?
It's just, you're so beautiful and kind, and I really love casserole.
Now, more than anything, Cinderella wanted to go to cooking school so she could learn to be a chef. So she sent letters to apply to every cooking class, culinary school, and apprenticeship in the kingdom. Meanwhile, Cinderella's dad was a little lonely.
I'm a little lonely.
So one day, he remarried. Cinderella thought that would be good news. Now she would have a new stepmother and two stepsisters to share her delicious dishes with. But she was wrong.
What's your favorite type of cuisine? What kind of spices do you like? Ooh, do you prefer stainless steel or cast iron pots?
What on earth are you talking about?
Yeah, just go get some frozen spaghetti from the store and go put it in the microwave for us.
Or get some TV dinners. Those are my favorites.
Uh-oh, this is not going to be good.
It wasn't good. Turns out they were the worst eaters in the world.
Here, guys, I made some chicken nuggets like you asked for.
Gimme! Ew!
Oh, I baked them instead of fried. Much healthier. Then I infused them with some truffle oil and sweet pepper sauce.
Cinderella, start over and follow the directions on the box.
They were so mean. And worse, they put ketchup on their carrots.
Please be patient. Not everybody has as refined a palate as you do.
At least people at culinary school will appreciate my food.
One day, Cinderella's father had to go away on a business trip.
I'm not going to cry because I'm going to miss you.
Here, Dad, I made you a casserole for the trip.
Now I'm going to cry. I love casserole. Don't worry, Cinderella. It'll just be a couple of weeks. You'll have fun with your new sisters. I love you.
Let's go, children, inside to play. Cinderella, you do all the chores.
All right.
The next morning, some mail arrived.
Howdy, miss. Lots of good news in the mail today. Looks like your daughter got accepted into all these fancy cooking schools. Congratulations. Let me know if she opens a restaurant someday. I'll be first in... Ouch! Line.
Too bad, Cinderella. There's just too much work to be done at home for you to be going to some silly cooking school.
I can't believe the evil stepmother would do something like that. It's so...
Evil?
That's the exact word I was looking for.
Yup, but listen, something exciting is about to happen.
Wait a minute, what's this? An invitation to the royal ball? Ah! OMG, OMG, girls, get in here. The prince is having a competition to see who can make the tastiest meatballs in the entire kingdom. And the winner will get a private dinner with the prince, who just happens to be single.
Oh, wow!
I'm going to win.
No way, I am.
Oh, Mother, did I get any responses to my applications to cooking school? I'm supposed to find out whether I got in soon.
Oh, didn't you hear? The mailman hurt his finger, so he went on vacation.
That's too bad. When will he come back?
I think in 7 years, maybe more. Now excuse me while I get ready for the ball.
Weeks went by, and eventually it was the night of the royal ball.
My meatballs are almost done. Let me go change into my dress and we'll head out soon.
Oh, Cinderella, you can't come. The house is a mess. I need you to stay home and wash the dishes.
But I can clean later.
This house is filthy. You need to vacuum and dust and reorganize all the furniture so the feng shui aligns.
But...
No buts. Get back to work. The feng shui won't align itself.
This stinks.
Thanks! Now my meatballs are all burnt, and there are so many dishes to clean, and they're all having fun without me. I wish I had a fairy godmother to help me. I need some good luck.
Did somebody say food truck?
I actually said good luck, but okay. Wait, I know you. You're Sweets from Sweets Cafe.
And you must be Cinderella.
How do you know my name?
I got your application in the mail. You applied to be my assistant chef and learn to cook.
Oh yeah, I never heard back. Our mailman is sick. He's out for 7 years.
Well, sweetlicious news. I chose you.
What? I got accepted? I can't believe it! Thank you!
Since you never wrote back, I came to see what was wrong.
My stepmother told me I never got any mail. She must have thrown it away.
Sounds like you've got an evil stepmother on your hands.
Yeah, I really need a fairy godmother.
Well, think of me as a fairy god chef.
Yes! Look at all these dirty dishes.
Oh, that? No problemo. High-powered industrial strength dishwasher. So strong, it's basically magic.
Yay! Now that everything is clean, I can go to the ball. But all my meatballs got burnt.
No problem. Let's cook a new batch together. First, you're gonna need this.
Wow!
Now let's make some spectacular sweet sauce royal meatballs.
Fairy god chef.
You're welcome. Now I'll drive you to the royal ball. You should probably wear this mask so your stepmother and stepsisters don't recognize you.
Good thinking.
There's one more important thing. You need to leave by midnight.
Why? The magic will run out? I'll turn into a pumpkin?
No, you just need to make sure you're home before your stepmother gets back. I don't want to be blamed if you get grounded. Good luck in there, Cinderella. Remember, leave by midnight.
Midnight. Got it. Thanks, Sweets. I'm so excited. Those spectacular sweet sauce royal meatballs look so good.
They sure do. Okay, time to start working on my sweet-licious garlic bread.
What? You can't stop now. It was just getting to the good part. The royal contest was about to start.
Yeah, that is a pretty good part of the story. Okay, here we go. So Cinderella had just arrived at the prince's royal ball, where he was going to judge who made the finest meatballs in all the land.
There he is, the prince. Hi there. Hope you like it.
I hope so too.
The prince better like my meatball. I mean, I dropped it on the ground, but I cleaned it off pretty well before I put it back on his plate. Ta-da! Your meatballs are not balls.
I want it to be creative.
Attention, everyone. The tasting will now begin.
Pretty adequate. Good texture, decent taste. Presentation could use improvement. Fine sauce. I give it I will give it a 2, 3, 4. Definitely 4. 4 for a great effort. Is this a hair?
Ew.
This wins worst dish of the ball.
Mom, I won an award.
8.1 out of 10. 3.14 out of 10. Nice try. Nice texture. Excellent aroma. This is the best meatball I've eaten in my entire life. Who cooked this masterpiece?
Me.
That's it. We have a winner.
Come on, everyone. Let's celebrate and have a ball.
That was incredible. You're quite a chef.
That's why I'm going to culinary school. One day, I'll open my own restaurant.
Amazing. I'll be the first in line. In fact, I'd like to be your partner in your restaurant.
Really? That would be amazing.
Hey, Cinderella, what's this?
What? You can't stop now. It was just getting to the good part. The royal contest was about to start. Yeah,
You're welcome. Now I'll drive you to the royal ball, where he was going to judge who made the finest meatballs in all the land. There he is, the prince.
bedtime. I've gotta go. I'm so sorry. I loved meeting you.
Wait!
Whoa! You okay?
Hurry, sweets. Step on it.
So tell me what happened. Did the prince like your meatballs?
He loved them. I wish I could stay all night.
She left her hat behind. I must find her. I really liked her amazing meatballs. And her.
She doesn't end up with the prince? She's never gonna become a famous chef?
Hey, the story's not over yet. Don't worry. I wouldn't tell you a sad story, would I?
I sure hope not.
So let's find out what happened.
I'm listening.
What a night! Yeah, I can't believe I won an award.
How could we have lost? Ouch! And who is that girl who won? I feel like I've seen her before.
Ooh, the prince is making an announcement.
And then after she left, I found her chef's hat, which is why I will now travel the kingdom in search of this mystery chef. I know you're out there, and you deserve to be celebrated for your amazing culinary gifts and your amazing dance moves. And I still want to be your partner.
Oh my! Did you hear that? The prince doesn't know who the mystery girl was.
So
for all he knows, it could be one of you. When he comes to visit our house, you must convince him that it was one of you.
What if it was me?
You? Don't be ridiculous. Although, we do know that you're a so-called good cook. Make some meatballs, Cinderella, and when the prince comes, my girls will pretend that they cooked them.
Oh, okay.
All right, girls, the prince is on his way. Now remember, when he tries to put on the chef's hat, make sure you squeeze your head into it.
I don't think I can make my head skinnier.
Make your head fit. Do you want to be a princess or not?
Hey there! My fairy god chef senses were tingling. You need help?
Yes, the prince is on his way right now. And I have to cook meatballs for my sisters to give him.
Are you gonna make them bad on purpose? Put in some chili powder?
No, I couldn't bear to make a bad meal on purpose. Besides, if the prince is gonna eat them, I would never want him to get sick on account of me.
Good for you, Cinderella. I'm proud of you.
If I can't have the prince, I can at least make sure he has a delicious meal. Can you help me make those perfectly delicious meatballs again?
At your service.
He's here!
Cinderella, give me those meatballs and then don't come out of the kitchen.
Okay.
So nice to see you again, Prince. It is I, your mystery chef.
Me too! I'm also your mystery chef.
Wow, I thought there was just one.
Here, give me that hat. Here we go.
Let me try. My head's smaller.
Here, my two daughters prepared these meatballs that you love so much.
These were them, the perfect meatballs. So it was one of you two.
Yup, we're avid chefs.
Real foodies.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Whoops. Sorry. It was an accident.
What was that?
Nothing. There's no one else here. My throat is a little hoarse.
Are you sure? Sounded like somebody is in the other room. Okay, well if you two are such amazing chefs, I want to see your amazing kitchen.
No, don't go in there.
Stop!
You look familiar. It's you!
It's me!
You're the one who made the royal meatballs.
You're the one who loved them. I had a little help.
Total team effort. She's an amazing chef, and she's going to my cooking school.
Cinderella?
You're the mystery girl.
And you're working with a monkey.
Hey lady, did you throw out an acceptance letter to a cooking school that I sent Cinderella? And on an unrelated note, did you know that opening someone else's mail is a crime?
Gotta go. Come on, girls.
You won the competition. Do you know what that means?
You'll be my partner?
Nothing would make me happier. Let's make our plans over dinner tonight.
Cinderella?
Dad?
I missed you so much.
And so, Cinderella and the prince had a private dinner. And it was the first of many, because after Cinderella finished cooking school, they opened a restaurant together and lived happily ever after. A happy ending.
Happily ever after. Now, can I get another serving of meatballs, please? And make sure they're meatballs, not meat cubes.
One meatball dish coming your way.
That was so much fun. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next story from Sweets. Bye!